currently still in the first chapter of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Our party had reunited after Damros had fled from City Watch from a job gone bad, leaving his druid friend to take the complete rap. Well, not his, all of your druid friend, the complete rap. Yep. At this point, you guys had gone into the Skewered Dragon, found out about a Zentarum post in which you thought that Floon was in, and found some Kenku there. At some great player suggestions that I wish I thought of earlier, and I'm upset because you came up with it first. You guys found that the Zentarum hideout was attacked by Xanathar's guild, and Floon taken to Xanathar's guild due to mistaken identity. At this point, we resumed the session with you guys in the opening to the hideout. Rainier had just been shot twice by arrows. And then Royal has his eyes directly in front of an arrow tip. And we'll go ahead and resume at that point.
Let's see here. I had just thrown a ball bearing around that corner, though.
You did, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your ball.
And I thought the arrow tip disappeared from the slot.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I see that the guy moved?
Yeah. Well, you didn't see that. You don't know specifically there's a guy. You saw an arrow tip. The ball was thrown. The sound was made down that hallway that's blacked out. And then you saw the arrow tip move. About 15, 20 seconds go by. They kind of, then you see the arrow tip come right back to eyeline.
It might react to sound.
I clap my hands.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
I have to look up my modifiers. I forgot to load my page.
I got my dice. Who needs a character sheet?
I mean, yeah, what's that for? 13?
All right. What's your armor class?
Oh boy. My armor class is 15.
You lucky duck. At this point, you sit there and you have a good idea what's going to happen, where as soon as you sit there, clap your hands, you see that arrow tip just get a little bit farther away from you. You recognize what's going on, and you just kind of move out of their way, and it swings right past your ear, sailing into the wall harmlessly. At this point, Rainier sits there, gets right in between his chest and his arm, right at armpit level. He just kind of looks at it and goes, "Am I dead? Am I dead?"
Also, if I remember correctly from last week, Damros gagged him with a candle and a rope.
2 weeks ago. And yes,
Well,
he is ball
the last
gagged.
time.
Okay, then it sounds like
I look at Varm and I go, I think they do react to sound.
This was the best idea ever.
Looking
To
through
answer
the
his
slot.
question, I think he is dead.
Looking through the slot, do I see if it's reloaded or if it's just empty?
and it takes about 3-4 seconds, but yes, it reloads.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to quietly sneak up, past Damros to the hallway there.
All right. Sweet deal. And as you do that, can you do me a favor and make a stealth check? Because it sounds like you're trying to be stealthy.
It does. Natural 20 for a 26.
Not even Damros knows that you passed by him.
Nope, I only got a passive perception of 13.
And I have to pull up my Google sheet for tracking natural 20s in the campaign.
Everybody's failing.
I grab Rainier and make him look at me. I put my finger front of my mouth if he hasn't already figured that shit out. And I grab him by the upper arm and I pull him down the hallway and stand between Damros and Royal.
All right. I'm going to leave Loon just at the tail end of the line for simplicity's sake. As you come up and Vash proceeds forward, you end up seeing what's on the other side, where you have two goblin archers who manned those like arrow slits. There's a word for this.
Archers?
Not archers, like the thing they shoot out of.
Yeah.
Arrow slit.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
arrow
that what
slit.
it is?
Okay. Well, if we're good with it, I'm good with it.
It is sometimes called a loophole or ballasterium.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Ballasterium because it sounds the
Yeah,
fanciest.
I like the second one too.
Sounds pompous.
Yes. And we're in
Loophole sounds like
Waterdeep.
you accidentally got shot because it was someone else's right and you didn't know about it. Okay,
Tell me they
can I
speak
tell?
in British accents now?
All goblins do speak in specifically Cockney accents.
Do these goblin archers look blind? Because, like, for some reason, I'm thinking that these guys are blind.
Whatever your character believes is what he believes.
Yeah, but do they look blind?
Pokemon eyes.
Whatever your character believes is what it believes.
Oh, come on.
I can't make it. Can I make a perception check to see if they look like they're blind?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Can you see? Are the pupils all glassy?
That's gonna be a 15.
Do you have night vision?
I have dark vision. Yeah, 60 feet.
All right. Whatever you believe is what you believe.
Son of a bitch. I knew that was the answer I was gonna get. I don't know why. I thought I was gonna get something else.
Like, let's take a quick measurement here. You're telling me looking away 20 feet for somebody's pupil to see if it's glassed over.
I do have a torch on me.
What's
That is
the-
what that light source is.
Oh, that changes. You're 20 feet away trying to look at a pupil.
I motion to Damros, who I assume can probably see me, that there are two this way.
I want to move stealthy as well.
All right, roll for stealth. Passive perception's in the book. I should have looked at this morning.
That is going to be a 25.
Yeah, okay.
If anyone's passive perception is that high, I don't want to play anymore.
I'll go right there.
At this point, Vash was looking at you as he sat there and gave the signals. You stealthed so hard that he forgot where you were when he was giving the signals.
I give the same signal to Farm. I show two fingers and then I point forward to where I see the goblins at. And I put the torch on the ground quietly and pull out my Yikawa.
All right. Royal, anything you want to be doing at this time period?
I'm just kind of. Well, I guess I'm gonna go over behind them, and I'm just gonna kind of scratch at the wall.
Are you trying to make it sound like there's rats here?
Nope, just something I gotta do.
All right. Roll a strength check to see if you make a dent in the stone wall.
That is a natural 20.
Hey, that's the second of the day.
He goes full dwarf on that wall.
All right. As you sit there, you do. I don't know how your particular fingernails are able to sit there and carve stone, but yet here they are. It goes down maybe a millimeter in length, but it also sounds like the worst chalkboard you've ever heard of. as it just comes down, and then the next claw comes down and comes through, and you just see that the goblins are like Damros and Vash have a better view of this. You just hear like the loosing of arrows, but the goblins throughout this entire sound are just loosing arrow after arrow through their ballistarium.
Does the one shoot himself? Or shoot the other one because of where the sound's coming from?
Nope, they're more intelligent than that.
But they are fucking blind.
Can I use my dark vision in shades of gray to see if their pupils are shades of gray?
Roll perception.
Oh god.
I think I know what the answer is.
They're gonna be shades of gray. That is a total of 17.
It's whatever you believe it to be.
Everything shades of gray.
I think Alexis and Bear just went out on the patio to see if the ice cream man was here.
That's crazy because in this room the ice cream merchant does appear.
How far away is?
Do the goblins shoot at him?
You know, instantly dead ice cream for everybody.
They're within
Yeah,
20
dead
feet.
ice cream.
I want to chuck a dagger at the one in the back there.
All right, roll to hit. With advantage because it is unaware of your presence.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Hit so hard with sneak attack damage added on.
Woohoo! Which is going to be a D4 fancy. And I believe I get 1d6 for sneak attack.
You do.
4 plus 7. 7 total.
And can you highlight which one you're attacking again?
The further away one.
This one?
It's medium difficult. Yes.
All right. Let's sit there and explain how that dagger sinks into Goblin.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Into the gray shaded pupil.
Let me tell you something about.
Falmer?
Oh, we're starting with the Skyrim jokes today. So, I don't know how you're able to sit there and fling this off from a goblin that was looking away, but you sat there and measured the angle of the walls, looked to the party, and threw the dagger tip first, and you hit, and it ricochets off the two angled walls and into the eye of one of the goblins. And everyone around, like, you look, everyone around you is super impressed that even though you can't tell where the pupil is, and if they have working ones, you can still hit them directly where it should be.
I approve this message.
Yeah.
I rush forward, whispering, "That was so fucking cool!" And I try to hit the other goblin, like behind the leg, to like take him down, and then I want to try to like knock him out.
All right, roll to hit.
Natural 20 for 26,
All right, yeah, that hits.
and that's gonna be a 12 piercing damage from the Naginta.
Don't even bother with your second because as soon as you tripped him down, like there's a loose stone that he hits the back of his head on, and instantly out cold.
Nice.
And I'm going to do the thing Jay said don't do because it's inappropriate. I'm going to search his corpse.
I never said it was inappropriate. In this
Prison
game.
wallet it is.
Yeah, that's what I said was inappropriate. Just because they're goblins doesn't mean they don't have pockets.
I'm just searching the one that I killed because I want my dagger back.
All right, so as you pick back your dagger, you find 7 copper pieces
Alright.
and 1 rock, but this rock's special. It's a little bit more polished than the average rock.
So another ball bearing.
Sure.
Alright, so 7 copper pieces divided between the 4 of us.
Oh, you're dividing this one up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you're all staring at me, so but I'll keep. Well, yeah, I'll just keep 2 of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna step back and stand here so that the torchlight kind of covers the most area it can, since I am carrying the torch for those who don't have awesome badass night vision.
Anybody wants to look at the pupils of these goblins since we made such a big deal out of it?
Yes.
All right. As you open up the pupils, you realize they were normal, regular goblin pupils.
So shades of gray. Got it.
They could 100% see until they couldn't.
That one can only see at 50% now.
Could.
Yep.
Actually, before we go further, I want to sneakily investigate this other room.
Oh man, you got made me open up my book.
Fuck yeah.
How dare you?
Release my testicles.
There's a callback joke from 2 years ago.
I broke Corey.
Scott, we'll explain that joke to you, but it's better off you don't understand it.
Okay. It harkens back to the days when we were all working on our Commander Zavala impression. Guardian, release my testicles.
Oh man, aren't you so glad you came to our channel to hear things like this? Yeah. So in that room that you see, Damros, there's rusty weapons and threadbare clothing litter the floor of this area. As you look around, it seems more like a coat room. And that's about it. On top of a pile of coats, though, you do see a dwarven bowel movement on top of it.
Interesting. How do I know
Yes.
specifically it's dwarven? What is my
You know a
nature
lot of-
skill?
Yeah, you know a lot of shit.
I get a +2. I know a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I must have spent a lot of time in sewers.
+2 to scat identification.
Yes.
Oh.
Look, if the DM's just gonna give you something, don't question it, guys.
Is there anything of interest in this room going through the coat room?
Roll investigation.
That is a 17 plus 6.
I mean, you go around, you find some daggers and short swords that have been rusted. You look at this as like, man, this would give me a nice +1 to tetanus.
Alright.
But the most interesting thing in the room is the dwarven dump on top of the coats.
I will leave it as undisturbed as possible.
All right.
Stealthy movements.
Yep. All right, and as Vash continues forward, we see even more hallway.
So much hallway.
Such hallway.
Following.
Damrose, you should look for traps.
I think I will. That is just going to be my ongoing thing in spooky tunnels.
Spooky tunnel trap check.
So,
Okay.
that being said, passive perception is 13, investigation is 16.
Okay, so passively you don't see anything.
Actively?
Are you actively checking?
Yes.
Then roll.
What do I see 60 foot out? I rolled a 17 plus 6.
As far as your vision allows here, you see hallway.
So that would be 2.
In terms of the map here, we have been descending downwards a little bit to get underneath the fake sewer.
Okay.
Okay.
But in terms of specifically what you're looking for, you do not see anything that constitutes a trap.
Okay, then I will stealthily move up to about mirror.
Okay. As you get there, you begin to see the entrance of this room. Yeah, I mean, you could continue on forward into this one, Damros.
Okie dokie. And I move into said room.
Yeah, I mean, as you get in here, you see 6 tattered straw-stuffed mattresses in this room. Down here, you end up seeing a door that is shut, and you hear some muffled conversation that's a little bit of a shout. Um, Given the fact that you were in the battle with the Kenku, you vaguely remember a voice that one of the Kenkus used.
Okay. But it sounds very muffled.
It's muffled. You just sit there, it's like it's you're having a hard time placing it. It's kind of like whenever I watch uh a Michael Cera movie, not because I have a hard time figuring out a Michael Cera movie, it's because he acts the same in every movie, so I have a hard time finding out what his character's name is.
Mm. So it's like me when you guys talk about actors.
Sure.
No idea who you're talking about. Know the name, don't know who you're talking about.
It's kind of like me whenever you sit there and talk about how things work.
Perfect.
How things work.
Okay, well, stealthily move up to the door, and I want to try to actively listen through it.
All right. Anything else that the party wants to do in the meantime?
I mean, I would like to keep moving forward, but only at a pace to keep those who can't see in the dark in the light. So basically, just staying about 20 feet in front of them.
Okay. I mean, are you guys, as a party, jumping up with Damros or hanging back?
I mean, I'm super interested to see what's going on in front of us, so my curiosity's got me wanting to push forward.
I'm following, but at a little bit of a distance.
Okay. I know Dan dropped out of the Discord a little bit. Might have had connection issues.
I think I'm back.
You
I'm
are.
not sure.
Yes,
Sounds like
I
it.
can hear you. Yep. So we end up, to catch you up, Dan, went down a hallway that was descending, checked for traps, no traps appeared. And then you guys went into this room right here, which had 6 tattered straw beds. Damros is at a closed door, hearing sounds of muffled conversation, and one of the voices vaguely sounds familiar.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So Damros, back to you. What were you gonna do?
Stealth up to the door and try to actively listen in on the conversation to get better perspective on number of people, what they're saying, what the active discussion is.
All right. Making sure I have the names right here. As you go through here, it's still kind of muffled. You make out every few words, but you hear in a vaguely half-orc accent the name Zemk, and it sounds like he's trying to convince this Zemk that his plan is not going to work. You also hear something that sounds like dragging chairs on like tile floor.
Okay, so I motion to the party that I'm hearing voices,
Mhm.
on the other side of the door.
All right, rest of the party, what would you like to do?
Enter the room and go over by Damros.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand in the doorway though.
Okay. Royal, you found that Rainier is like basically going step for step with whatever you're doing since you're the last man back. Okay.
Does the
All right.
door appear to be locked and or trapped?
Roll investigation if you're checking for traps.
Yep. That is a total of 20.
The door appears like a regular old ordinary door. No strings, no latches where there shouldn't be latches, no knobs where there shouldn't be knobs, no pressure plates, because that's a weird thing to put on a door. Next to a door maybe, but not on a door.
Alright, can I stealthily attempt to open the door?
Yes, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I want to be like a fart in the wind. which is equatable to A11. Not a very windy day,
Okay.
guys.
All right. So, based off of your image here, as soon as you open the door itself is well oiled and quiet, but you hear Dammers go, and yeah, as you
I know that face.
yeah, as you sit there and begin to look into the room, Damros, you see the two individuals pushing furniture, making noise, trying to get it up into this corner right here, as densely packed as you can.
Okay.
They don't appear to have noticed you,
All right, then.
but you definitely expected there to be a lot more wind when you made that sound.
Then it's gonna be motioning to the party that there's two people and they're over there.
Move forward with Damros stealthily.
Okay, roll stealth for me.
Dirty 20. No, I'm sorry, 18.
18? All right. Yeah, go ahead. All right. So as you guys come up here, you see that there are two individuals arguing amongst themselves, moving furniture piece by piece into that corner. Now that you can hear it completely, you hear, Zemk, this isn't going to work. You do realize that it can take whatever it needs to. Zemk then goes, Krensk, what other choice do we have? Yeah, I can get through, but the idea is to slow it down enough so that we can get what we need done. And then more rigmarole such as that.
I'm trying to point out Vash is super tempted to just shout, "What is it?"
So
Do
so
it.
these guys are obviously trying to barricade something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it.
What is it?
Are you doing a Faith No More song?
Yes.
I'm just gonna trot over. What are they talking about?
They're talking about it.
I'm just
What is
gonna
it?
look at Varm and do the whole
I'm just going to sit here and keep listening, and hopefully they'll drop some more hints and clues as to what the hell they're talking about.
All right. So, as it continues on, Krensk begins to sit there and say to Zemk, look, the idea here is that it needs to be airtight. Take blankets from the beds and stuff it underneath the door. You don't want it getting out. At this point, Zemk goes, well, it's a little too late for that. We'll have to undo most of what we did. And plus, if it's strong enough, it can get out.
Why do I
I
feel like
hand
they're talking about
Damrose. I hand Damrose my torch, and I grab the blanket off of this bed here, and try to hand it to one of the guys.
As Vash hands me the torch, I just look at it and drop it. I don't like
Okay.
being handed things.
I don't like to be handed things.
Okay.
Give it to him. I don't like being handed things.
So, Vash, why don't you go and put yourself where you want to be? And roll a stealth check with disadvantage, but it's going to be different here. It's like, this is obviously going to be successful. It's whether or not they know you are you.
I somehow managed to roll a 3 on each dice, so that's a total of 9.
All right. At this point, you sit there and hand the blanket over, and Zemk is the one that grabs it. Goes like, "Thanks, Crank." And he begins to like sit there and try to ball it up to see if he could get and just throw it in there without having to move all the furniture. And then he kind of like turns back. He goes like, "Your hands are a little furry there." Wait, your hands are furry. Who the fuck are you?
I yell
What's
out, hey, fuck sticks. What the hell are you doing?
At this point, you hear Zenko, "What? Aw, man, I'm a fuckstick." I'm sorry, what was the original question? I got distracted by the sound of my own voice.
I like put my arm up on on Zemp's shoulder and I point at the door and I go, "What is it?"
Look, I don't entirely know. There's been some very unsanitary conditions in there, but there's some mold that's coming back and biting us hard. It's already taken Brian.
Not Brian.
I know. Brian was the best of us.
Didn't he just get a promotion?
Yes! Wait, how do you know Brian? Wait, how do you know me?
Me and Brian go way back.
Roll deception.
That's a 9. It's about as strong as the actual deception was.
He just kind of looks at you and goes, "All right, I guess Brian did have a life outside of here." He rolled a 3.
Level 1 for the win.
Do these guys appear to be guild members?
Oh, absolutely, they do. All the hallmarks. They're hanging out in the hideout. They've got the eye with the 10 slashes on it. Yes, it's very obvious.
I'm blending right in.
So why would they be trying to blockade something inside a room in their own hideout?
Is a mold that they said they got out of control. Like I'm envisioning like a gelatinous cube, but like made out of black mold.
And everyone take -1 to your AC. Not really.
All right, these guys don't appear to be much of a threat. So I'm going to ignore whatever stupid shit jackassery they're doing, and I'm going to go over to this hallway here.
All right. You sure you don't want to see what's in here?
I'm positive.
All right. As you sit there and curl through, you see the exit into another hallway, and at the based off of where the torch is with Damros, you can barely see around the corner, but the straightaway after that you can't really see just yet.
Okay.
Or the torch that dropped at Damros's feet.
Right. I just look at Vash and I go, are you going to continue to fuck with these guys? Are we going to get this job done?
I actually say toodles to the two guys and I walk away.
Yeah, all right, see ya.
Toodles.
I kind of slink over to him, like, so what's in there? What's in there?
We told you it was mold that got out of control. It turns out when you killed the cleaning services, all the other cleaning services and all of Waterdeep didn't want to work with us anymore. And we weren't going to clean for ourselves. Hell, we're filthy as hell. Wait, who are you?
I'm the head of maintenance.
Oh, it's about time we got one of those. That 3 insight check is really hamstringing my choices here, guys.
When did this start?
Let's see here. We first noticed it when we placed that chair right underneath the door handle. I'd say that was about 15 minutes ago.
This just started.
Yeah, I mean, Zemkir was taking one hell of an ampersand, and Brian was in there. because obviously you go in twos, and then eventually we just saw the mold take Brian. And,
I'd say
and let's
again,
just
poor Brian.
and let's just say the ampersand trailed off.
What did he eat?
The mold ate Brian. What did I eat? Only dietary fiber.
You're useless.
Vash, did you pick the torch back up?
I didn't. I was kind of I don't think I realized that Damros like isn't gonna grab it, and at this point, I'm kind of hoping Rainier grabs it.
Yeah. At this point, he does, because otherwise he can't see. So in one hand, he has the torch, and he's literally sliding his back against the wall for as long as he can. And until he gets to the bed, and then he sits there and turns and slides across the bed. And then rolls, trying his best not to catch the bed on fire, and hands the torch. Goes, excuse me, Bash. I'm sorry. He's still gagged.
I take the torch and I say, "Thank you, not Brian."
Right, since we're past the Ballisteri, what were those things called?
Ballasteriums.
Ballasteriums, yeah.
Balleriniums.
Yeah. Since we're past the ballerinas, can we take? I suppose I should do some character. Damros, are you interested in taking the gag out of this fucker's mouth yet?
Nope.
Fine. If I have to do everything around here, I take the gag off Rainier.
Oh, you could breathe. Shut up.
I'm in the mold room.
No,
And I
had
tell
a
him,
cough. It really needed to happen.
if you
The
can't
candle
keep
was
your mouth
scented?
shut, if you can't keep your mouth shut, I'm going to stick something worse in there. Got it?
Got it.
I look over at Damros and I just shake my head.
I am actively laughing about what he's going to shove in there, by the way.
Roll as to how many fingers of your go down his throat to try to rip out his vocal cords.
On a 20, that's 14.
14 fingers go down.
How many hands? That's like 4 people's hands.
Mm. I don't know what in the Eli Roth possible.
I was gonna say it's more like a John Carpenter where all of a sudden Damros turns into the Thing.
All right, so now that the torch is closer, you begin to see down this hallway. Once again, it trails down, and at the bottom, the end of this hallway, you see a staircase leading down further.
I'm guessing this path goes yet again underneath the fake water path.
Correct.
Okay.
We're going farther and farther into the earth.
Is it getting warmer yet?
No.
Okay.
It should get colder. If you ever talk to any well digger.
Mhm.
Does it get colder and then it gets warmer?
Based
Does
off of your fur, it's hard to tell. You're pretty well insulated.
All right, let's move forward,
Okay.
onwards and downwards.
All right. So, before we enter this room, can the party declare a marching order?
I'll be behind Varm.
Yeah, that looks right.
I'm willing to
Hopefully-
let that hallway go too wide as well.
Okay.
Then I'm there.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm okay on point because Damros doesn't seem to want to.
I'm
Check for
actively
traps.
doing something for my wife, so
Hmm.
because somebody's trying to con her grandmother.
Mm.
But I will,
It's always fun.
yeah, be.
Shoot him.
Well, that's what it's over. It's over guns.
Shoot him with the gun.
The temp.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be
No
checking for
refunds.
traps.
Greetings from South Carolina, everybody.
For that, it's going to be a 14.
For what?
Investigation looking for traps as we're moving forward.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Okay.
I feel like they're not trying to trap this place.
It's almost like the book decided that this is an entry chapter. And it's trying to make you believe in your characters before it decides to fuck you all over. Like, just because our last campaign was Tomb of Annihilation doesn't mean every campaign. I feel like Mike's been scarred with so many squares that had T written in it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
All right. As you march forward, you see threadbare curtains hang on the east wall of a long hall, in the middle of which lies a muscular half-orc in dingy robes, standing with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red-blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, and the victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhuman-shaped mouth. It cradles and gently caresses what looks to be like a disembodied brain with feet.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. And Vash goes, "Hey, you, get your damn hands off of her."
At this point, between shrieks, you just hear, not. As you see here, from sitting on the throne, you see the inhuman creature begin to stand up, and it begins to shout to the orc in a language none of you seem to understand. Because does anybody here speak Undercommon?
No.
Pretty sure I've never heard of that
I
before.
speak common, but if I stand on my hands, can I understand it? Because then it's upside down.
The only way you're gonna find out is if you try.
You have to dig a hole. You have to dig a hole.
To get underneath the common. Oh, you're right. My bad.
It sounds mostly like squishing sounds, and the language looks like the tentacles mean a lot of things. That's a way to express ideas. You have no clue.
So it's
But-
a Zoidberg.
But the orc, yeah, as you look at this, it appears that the orc does and looks at you and takes the foot off the chest of wavy blonde red hair, and it squares up and faces you directly.
I like hit Royal on the chest with my hand, like it worked.
I make like stupid fart noises with my mouth.
Welcome to this episode of NASA 5e, the one with all the sounds.
I want to know why he's holding Crag. Does my brain have feet?
At this point, the half-orc begins to sit and bellow out a roar that echoes throughout the chambers. And then you hear from behind you, Zemp and Crank go, "Oh shit, we got work to do." And you hear footsteps coming from behind you. We'll advance them 5 feet and have everybody roll initiative.
Woohoo!
Wow, another natural.
Oh, me too.
Nice.
Hold up, I need to get a pen so I can write things down.
I'm never gonna roll another one. I think that's what that means. There's 2
make
rolls
that-
in a row.
Make that 3.
No way.
Yeah.
I hate
We
all
are
that.
ready to fight.
Maximum effort. Maximum effort. Maximum effort.
Corey, you had 2 in a row, didn't you?
All right, so
I'm on
No.
2 rolls in a row.
That is my
I think-
that is my second one today.
I thought you had 2 20 dice rolls in a row.
I had a
don't know how
natural
you
20
rolled.
on my stealth, and then my deception was a 9,
Oh, okay.
which still was a success. So that's just interestingly enough.
All right, so we're gonna start off with 25 to 20.
24.
22.
Also a 24.
All right, who's got the higher initiative modifier?
It would be the same.
Yeah.
All right, roll a d4. Higher number goes first.
2.
You're first.
All right, Royal, what was yours again? 22.
22.
Okay. Okay. 15 to 20.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I love how all 4 of us landed in the top 2 brackets for initiative.
Oh yeah, we are still level 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Varm, first to act.
All right. I am going to switch out my warhammer and shield for my crossbow,
Okay.
and I am going to actually attempt, because I believe he's within range. I got 70 within 1 or 2 squares of him, so I'm assuming he's within 80 feet.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to shoot at the dude on the throne.
Okay.
Instead of the immediate threat, which is the orc.
It's nice to know that your it's nice to know that your decisions here is based off of how ugly something is.
Well, he's the guy in charge of the orc, so we take him out, we take out the orc.
He's the one making squishy noises.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
19 to hit.
19 to hit, and of course, they give me all the details except for the
Except for the what?
stats.
What is the AC on an illithid, by the way?
It is less than what Dan rolled. So go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is an 8. That is going to be an 11 piercing.
Okay. So this one comes through. You catch it right in what you believe to be a very squishy sounding shoulder. And you hear more just like wet, tentacly slapping together sounds that you get the idea means pain. It sounds like when you're rubbing like 2 wet water balloons together. Is kind of what it sounds like.
Like when SpongeBob plays the pickles?
Sure. I didn't realize we need a Foley artist for this game.
All right, that is my turn.
All right, that brings us to Vash.
I again repeat maximum effort, and I use my feline agility to run all the way to that guy. I drop the torch on my way though, and it's kind of right there behind Varm.
Okay.
And I pull out my Naginta on the way, and I take a slash at the orc,
Okay.
and that's going to be a dirty 20.
That probably should hit.
And that is going to be 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Or I guess, is that piercing? I think it's piercing. Yeah, 9 piercing damage. And then I'm going to like flip it behind my back and like just reach out with my offhand and just smack him in the face with my my palm for my unarmed strike.
So you said it was 9 damage to start off with?
Correct.
Okay. I gotta do math. That
Unarmed strike is a 13 to hit, which I don't know if it will.
That one, you sit there and you catch him on the but he kind of tenses up the muscles and it doesn't look productive.
Okay.
Yep. That brings us to Royal.
All right. How dark is this hallway?
So based off of where things are is It sounds like Vash dropped the torch right here.
Yeah,
So
right
you'll
back there
get
behind
30,
farm.
30 feet of light from this square right here.
Okay.
There are
I will put myself right there for a visual for now.
in
Okay.
terms of what you need to know for this room is there is lighting in this area
And
based off of these little torches right here, sconces.
and this room has light too. So the hallway is currently lit by the drop
Yeah.
torch.
Where
Okay.
you see like those little lit half circles, that's where sconce.
Cool. And I heard those guys shuffling towards us back here.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. 25,
Excuse me.
30.
Bless you.
We can edit that out, right?
And that should count as 10 feet in a straight line
Sure.
from there. Okay. And I'm going to take out my greatsword, and I don't have the energy to actually rage, but I'm just going to try to seem intimidating and scream like, "For Brian!" And take a swing at this guy.
All right, roll to hit.
I don't care about Brian very much. 9 to hit.
9 to hit. As this one comes around, you're really selling the intimidating roll, and you just kind of wave the sword around a little bit. And as you do this, you kind of forget to attack. So
Okay.
you swung it around. You look big and scary. Let me tell you that much right now.
That's all I
But
ever wanted.
Yeah, but in terms of like legitimate attacking, there's a time the sword got close, but it didn't do anything productive.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I can do.
All right. You know what I just realized here is I forgot to put Damaros in the order, so let me add him in. All right. So next up will be our half orc right next to Vash. He's gonna sit there, and you see his like his hands begin to move pretty darn fast, kind of like the Flash from the cartoons, and he begins to just sit there and clap his hands. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Bash.
Oh, sorry. Boy, that's a shit roll. It's 20s or 3s today, boys. It's a 5.
That's a 5. All right. So you're going to take 8 force damage as this thunderclap pushes you 10 feet back away from him.
Boy, that's real not cool.
However, right before he did that, the wavy, blonde, red-haired guy sat there, recognized what was happening, and was able to scurry away into one of the rooms over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Vash, you saw this. He looked bloody as hell, barely clasping onto life.
Okay.
But in fight or flight mode, he clearly chose flight.
Okay.
Next up is Damaros.
All right. Yeah, I think I'll swap out for. Well, how far can I move is the big question. Yeah, fuck it. I can't get sneak attack, and I can't get to the other guy to get advantage, so I'm just gonna use my short bow and shoot that fucker.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
That is going to be a 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. That is going to be a total of 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay, so that puts him there.
And I'll stay right where I'm at.
In this one, you caught him right in the forearm at the elbow level, as you hear this roar of pain that comes out as the bolt just stays. Was it a bolt or a bow?
Bow. Short bow.
Oh, as the arrow sits there and gets like stuck right in the meat of his. That brings us up to, this little guy. And this little guy can't move too far, but he's gonna go, bloop, 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 bloop. And then he's going to dash to go bloop, 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 and end his turn.
Is that the noise it makes?
Sure. At this point, we get Kenk is up. And he's going to sit there and he just goes, "The head of maintenance, what's this all about?" As he grabs out a dagger, hits it into you once. That will be a 6 to hit.
Won't hit.
All right, and with that is his turn. Then comes up the dwarf, Zank. He's gonna come up and he's gonna sit there and try to hit you with his mace. As he goes like, mold in a hard place. That is a 15 to hit.
AC 15.
All right, that will do. Actually, hold up, that's the wrong dice for that. 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ouchie me gouch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we have, after that, this guy. He will sit there, and you look. He begins to wave his tentacles and move his tentacly hands, his entire Cthulhu-ness, in a way. And as soon as he slides his hands over each other, I need to change. Come on. There we go. That's what I want. Pops out of sight. And
A very bloody Vash goes, well, that's one less guy to kick my ass.
yeah. Actually, as you say this, what's your AC?
18.
You take 1 point of damage as you feel what appears to be a slap right across your face. It doesn't feel like a hand. It feels almost more like a tentacle of an octopus. And that's the end of his turn. We're now back at the top with Varm.
All right. So many bad things happening at one time here.
Oh, yes.
I think I still, yeah. Damn. All right. I am going to swap out crossbow for hammer and shield again. Oh. And move. That's 30 feet right there, next to Vash. And I'm going to attempt to hit the little squishy brain thing.
All right. Roll to hit.
I forget what my hammer's modifier
Oh,
is.
that's in 3.5.
We good?
Yeah, as I sat there, it's like his AC is 21. I was like, that doesn't seem right.
It's another 19 to hit.
I'm sure that's good. It is. It's quite good.
And he takes 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. As this comes down, is you hit it right in some of the one of its front paws, and out of the fact that it's a brain with paws, it can't really make sounds, but you see the ridges that make up the brain be very, very angry, like it gyrate rapidly.
You've agitated his ridges.
Yes.
Boy, that's gross. Okay.
Yeah. Look, it's a brain with feet. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. How many feet does it have?
4.
That's even weirder. I was expecting
Mhm.
2.
To give you an idea of what they look like, I think there's one in here.
I don't know if 4 is any weirder than 2.
It feels like there's less space on a brain for an extra set of 2 feet. Like an anthropomorphic brain, like kind of made sense in my brain, but you threw in 2 more feet and it's just weird.
So it's like cat's claws. Is what it kind of makes up, because we don't have it in here. That must have been in Volo's. Yep. So that ends Varm's turn. I believe that means Vash is next up.
Okay, I will like from holding myself up on my Yikawa, like kind of drag myself up and like make a quick stab at the brain.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 13 to hit.
Just barely hits.
Okay. And that's going to be 7 piercing damage.
Okay. You begin to see like cerebrospinal fluid begin to leak out of this brain, and once again it ruffles.
And then I'll use my bonus action to make an unarmed strike against it.
Okay.
And that one's going to be a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And my unarmed strike's a D4. Boy. Okay, so that's 5 bludgeoning damage?
You
Or
hit.
slashing damage. We'll go with slashing.
Yeah. You end up hitting it. It goes like right into the same wound. It just kind of deepens a little bit. If you didn't know what a brain with feet with a concussion looked like, you now do.
And then I would like to like wheel around farm.
Okay. Does a 14 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay. You feel a giant swoop come over your head. As like it doesn't hit you, but you feel the air move. You get the idea that here. All right, you all done?
Yep, that's it for me.
Royal, what's up?
I'm gonna the guy with the mace. Is that this one?
To the north is the guy with the mace.
North. Okay, so I want to take a swing at him, and I want to use the inspiration I got a couple weeks ago.
All right, you still are not raging, just so you know.
Yes, I know. I can't.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Because we haven't taken a rest. That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits so hard.
Cool. And I will do nice 13 slashing.
All right. Explain to me how you ended this guy's life.
Because I don't know what I was doing. I was just whirling it around before. I remembered I'm supposed to actually hit people with this.
Mm-hmm.
I just swung as hard as I possibly could.
Yeah.
Said, Brian missed you.
Brian missed you.
You see a wistful look on his face as you slice around his neck, and his head just kind of flings away from his body. And at least you let him know that his last thought was going to be a good one. He blinks a couple of times, and his eyes just remain shut after that.
All right. Just glare at the other guy.
Yep. Cool. Let's see here. That leads us to our half-orc friend here. Out of his pouch, you see him grab this crystal ball, and he tosses it up here. You see the crystal ball, and then it just like disappears. And then the half-orc is going to sit there and cast Firebolt on Varm. And let's see what he rolls. Does a 12 hit your AC?
Not even if I was naked.
It's funny because it's true.
So this one is, it comes down and he sits there and he misjudged the distance of it, and you just see an ember start and go out just next to your shoe. Damros, you're up next.
Okay, so that brain is still alive.
Yep. It is you don't really know about brain physiology, but it's sunken and looks seriously messed up.
Well, then I shall join my compatriots and switch over to my rapier and go right there.
All right.
And I would like to stab it with a rapier.
All right, roll to hit with advantage because Varm's there right next to it.
Right now,
is-
Vash is going, yay, another meat shield.
What are you talking about? He's not bending.
Yeah, I wouldn't usually think that, but I have really gotten my ass kicked in the last round.
So with finesse or ranged weapon, if you have it, so I would have advantage on it because another person's in range of it.
Yeah, I've already told you had advantage on it.
I don't know. I'm just making sure. I have
Cool.
never roped before,
That's fair.
but that comes to a total of 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
So we'll put a sneak attack in there with it.
Oh.
And make stabbies. That's a total of 10 damage.
All right, explain to me how you've killed your very first intellect devourer.
Lobotomy.
Well,
I am making an intellect devourer into the stupidest thing possible by puncturing its frontal lobe and making it so that it can no longer function. It can drool on itself for all I care.
all right, cool. So as you ice picked this brain, it just begins to sit there and droop into this semi-gelatinous mess. Meanwhile, Rainier Neverember will cut to him. He's literally got his back up against the wall. He looks towards Royal. He looks towards the party. He looks towards Royal, and he sits down and starts cowering. And then we'll go into Krenk up here next to Royal. He's gonna sit there and stab with the dagger again.
Attempt.
Yes. 16. Does that hit Royal?
Yep.
All right, that does 4 piercing damage. At this point, he's going to cycle around you to there. And that will end his turn. Now for me to change layers. That's going to happen. Things happened, you may not notice it. Going back to the regular layer. We're back to the top now with Varm.
All right, then. With squishy cat brain gone,
Yep.
I'm going to waltz right up to the orc. That's what it was, right?
Yes. Half orc.
And attempt to melee.
All right.
23 to hit.
Hits so hard. To give you an idea, he sits there and sees what's happening. He kind of reads it and casts shield to up his AC. And what you hit crashes through his shield. It hits him hand first, and his hand goes into his head. So roll damage.
7 bludgeoning.
All right. At this one points down, you can't tell what took the hit harder, his hand or his head, because both look pretty beat the fuck up.
Do I get the chance to possibly use an sort of unarmed bonus action at this time?
I'm sorry.
If I wanted to shield bash him or something, could I do that as a bonus action, or do we not get bonus actions yet?
I mean, I'm okay with it. Just like based off of the constraints of this, I would sit there and say like this is one where you can try to shield bash him and move him a square, or try to impose like a prone condition. It's just damage would not be the thing it's allowed to do.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can shield bash him down to the ground then, so he cannot injure anyone further.
All right, let's go contested athletics check. for this and see what happens.
That would be a 17.
Yeah, you clearly won. So as this one comes through and you just sit there and shield bash, it catches him completely off guard because he's Uzi for past attack, and he falls straight onto his back. So let's find something that looks prone-ish. There's prone-ish. There we go. And now we've got Vash coming up.
Okay. I would like to move forward to next to Varm
Okay.
and take a whack at the orc with my Yikawa. Did you say he was prone?
Yes,
Okay, so
I
do I
did
make that
say.
with advantage?
You do.
Okay. All right, that's a 16 to hit.
Hit so hard.
Okay. And that'll be 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then if he's still not down, then I would
He's not
like to
down.
make a bonus action unarmed strike against him.
Okay.
18 to hit,
Hits.
and that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Now I have to read an ability here.
No, you don't.
Okay. All right. Next up is he's still up. Royal.
I am going to tackle this dude.
Okay. Contested athletics checks.
Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, did he disengaged from me?
No, he attacked you and then he circled around you.
Okay, so then yeah, I'm tackling him.
All right.
Athletics
Yes.
is a 19.
It's a beautiful form tackle, man. Like you could play for the University of Waterdeep football team.
Maybe I did.
Yeah. So now you are both prone, with him slightly more prone than you are.
Cool.
There we go. That's it?
Yep.
All right. That brings us to the half-orc, who is down on the ground right now. He begins to struggle on his way coming up. He barely begins to stand up. And he's out of spell slots, so he's going to cast another firebolt at disadvantage to Varm. All right, so that's a 12 plus 6, which is 18 to hit. Hey, Varm, does an 18 hit?
Muted, maybe? I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Does an 18 hit?
18 does not hit me.
Wow. Okay.
We have Hercules.
Yeah. Once again, it's only the metal that you have, and your metal is so far away from your clothing that it doesn't even. That brings us up to Damros.
Alrighty. How far is that? I'm curious. So I right now would have no idea that Royal is in conflict and molesting somebody. So I'll move back to there. How does Royal look while he's handling his guy back there?
What you see from that area, let's see how far that is to see how
Should
much
be
detail you get.
55 foot, just inside of my
Yeah.
dark vision.
Just inside. So you see what appears to be two hands that you can't really make out. It definitely doesn't look like your friend Royal's. Slap onto the ground and then just get pulled out of you.
Okay.
You hear a scream that does not sound like Royal.
Okay. That being said, I'll just go, yeah, he's got it. Switch over back to my short bow and shoot at the guy in front of me.
Okay. Because he's not prone anymore. Because you're shooting through friends, he's gonna get a small AC bump.
Fine with me.
Cool.
But because they are in conflict, would I have advantage? Because I have allies within 5 foot?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. That is a total of 15.
15 just barely hits.
Okay, then what is this?
Wizard ACs, yay!
2d6. That is going to be 11 total.
At this point, you see him. It catches him right in the neck as he flops right back down into the ground again. And with every other time that you fought an individual in here, as soon as they drop, they stay dropped. That's not what happens this time. You hear an unrelenting roar. There's blood spurting out of the neck of this half-orc. And while he's still prone, he is still breathing.
God, I hate orcs.
Yeah. You had the idea like you finished him. He had other ideas. There we go. All right, that brings us to Crank, who's going to try to break free from the tackle. I'm not even going to bother making you roll an athletics check, Royal, because I'm assuming you have more than a +2.
Yeah, I have a +5.
Yeah, he rolled a 2, so no matter what, you've got him covered. Yep. That brings us down to Varm next.
All right, so do I notice that this half-orc is still breathing?
Yes. Yeah, the very large scream gave you that idea.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have no choice but to have to finish him off.
Well, roll to oblige him.
22 to hit, I believe.
That hits so hard.
Yeah.
And given the way that the half-orc ability works, explain to me how you ended his arcane career forever.
Well, I see the wound in his neck that was put in there by Damros, and then the blood was gushing out. So I wanted to see if I can place my warhammer right there on that wound and just force this flat spot between his shoulders and his head.
As you do that, you begin to see the life drain from the eyes of this half-orc. What once was filled with only an intense rage to live turned into the polar opposite, a lifelessness, as everything he was clutching ends up released. With that being the end of the battle, for this portion of the fight, we'll go back up to Vash. We're going to skip your turn because you're unaware of the fight that's happening with Royal, and we'll go Royal.
Okay. I'm gonna punch him in the head.
Okay.
Because I gotta keep him restrained. That is a 12 to hit.
Did you roll with advantage because he's prone?
No. That's a 24 to hit.
It hits.
Wow.
1 plus your strength modifier.
I actually, unarmed strikes just do 4 bludgeoning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because do you have a +3 strength modifier?
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually enough. This one, you don't kill him, but he is very, very much unconscious.
Is it bad that I just saw Royal, like, in my head saying to this guy, I'm gonna punch you in the head now?
Stop resisting, I'm punching you in the head!
That's how that went down in my head, was Royal just going, I'm gonna punch you in the head now.
I'm good with that.
Alright, guys. That's the end of your very first boss fight in Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
I survived.
I didn't fight the boss.
I have one hit
Rainier
point.
is still clutching the wall, just like in pure anxiety shakes right now.
I go from holding myself up on my Yikulwa to sliding down it and just sitting on the floor. I'm like, I am so tired.
Anybody else almost dead?
Yes.
I'm just gonna start doing calisthenics and stretching, going, nah, I feel great, guys.
So, I'm sure everyone on Twitch could see this, but if we can go down the line and say how much HP you had remaining at the end of the fight.
1.
1. What about you, Royal?
Dose.
And Varm and Damros were untouched.
Yep.
I guess I had the same amount I went in with.
Yeah.
I'm at
Because
mine.
I would. Yeah, because you guys killed my intellect devour before it got a chance.
You talking about the little brain with feet?
Yes.
Oh, that's cute. We killed the thing that was gonna kill us.
Yeah. Well, he
Well,
wasn't going to
annihilated.
kill you. He was going to sap your intelligence, and then, for the next 2 weeks, you got to roleplay being stupid.
I already have a +0. What more do you want from me?
A -2. Actually, with his attacks, it could go up to -3.
Jeez.
Yep.
So I point to this like southern room. I do believe that was the one that Floon ran into.
I know I pointed a 1 because I can't remember where.
I think it was this other one because he was next to the orc.
Yeah.
And then when I attacked the orc, he ran off, or he ran
Sure.
off
Let's
before the orc.
find out. Nope. Sure. Let's find out. There we go. That's where I put him.
Okay.
But based on story continuity, there he is.
He's over there. I'm gonna lay down here right here. I'll catch up in a minute.
Yeah, as you get into there, it's you see straw pallets lie on the floor, and there's rusty manacles bolted to the walls that are unlatched. There's a rope binds that tie Floon's hands together. And then your eyes get very, very heavy, and you stop caring about the fact that you just found Floon.
What about this half-orc? You have anything good on him?
Yeah, you find. Hold on one second. Sorry, it's always great when you're trying to deal with real life in this game at the same time. Yep. Yeah, you find these 4 pellets. Even though you don't have any training in the arcane, there's a warm energy about it, and it quickly changes to cold, and it becomes warm again, and then cold. So if you just want to put down 4 unidentified pellets into your inventory.
It's rabbit poop.
They're icy hot rocks.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see here. Does it say anything else besides what I'm adding here? You find his spell book. Yeah. And his spell book, it's got a handful of spells, none of which really concern you. But you figure it's okay. We can hawk this for money.
Everything's worth something.
Yep.
To somebody.
To somebody, yes.
Yeah. Then anything else that you guys would like to do?
I'm searching these 2.
What are these 2?
The 2 dead guys.
Oh, yes. Quite. You find 30 copper pieces and 2 silver pieces, as well as the dagger and mace that they used to attack you with.
Okay.
Did anybody check the brains pocket?
Okay, I'm gonna run down with the group.
Okay.
What?
Hey,
the brain.
there's the other
Did anybody check the
tabaxi.
brains pockets? The
Brains? You want your brain in a bucket?
I'm just gingerly gonna start poking Vash with my rapier.
Roll to attack.
No, not enough to hurt him, just prod him to,
No, you could do non-lethal damage.
Roll to make contact.
just awkwardly caress him with a rapier. I rolled a critical failure. So awkwardly caress
you
him
keep
with a
on
rapier.
trying to do it, and as much as like Vash is there trying to not expend energy, he's just not looking at all. His eyes are closed. He just keeps on dodging the.
Okay, this is totally meta, but is there something mentally wrong with everyone in this party? I mean, maybe this is not the conversation for this.
I think this is the best moment for it.
I'm starting to understand you're all fucking weird. There's something fucking wrong with all your fucking brains. How did I even get hooked up with this fucking group?
And it's been forever you've been stuck with us, no less.
Here's my boyhood charm.
I don't even know what's happening.
It's my girlish good looks.
On an unrelated note, the mold is unguarded.
I'm gonna take a short rest. Just curl up with my backpack on the ground.
Is there somewhere we can take a long rest?
Bash,
Maybe.
Bash, there were beds back there.
Too far.
In terms of like short and long rest, you've seen 2 rooms that look like barracks. Based off of Vash has intimate knowledge of this, where Floon was housed appeared to be like a sleeping quarters for prisoners.
Let's sleep there.
And Damros, I'm going to need you to make an investigation check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Count it, Corey.
Yep.
Yeah, you see what looks to be a large hinged box behind this stone throne here that's just a little bit wider than.
Okay. I'm gonna gingerly, semi-stealthily start scooching and leave Vash alone.
Yeah, you see a very much unlocked wooden chest.
I would like to check for traps.
All right, since you're actively checking, roll investigation.
Since I don't trust anything after Tomb of Annihilation. And I have intimate knowledge of that campaign, and I don't trust anything.
Yeah,
That is a 13.
it is, as far as you can tell, a completely ordinary wooden box.
I will open the completely ordinary wooden box.
Inside, you see these completely unordinary 2 potions of healing, 16 gold pieces, 82. Yeah. Everyone roll initiative. Yeah. 82 silver pieces and 250 copper pieces.
I didn't write any of that down,
All right.
because I don't know where my notebook is right now.
I'm also just dumping the 30 copper and 2 silver that I got just right in front of me right now.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over to Vash and Royal with the healing potions and just be like, yeah, here.
Yeah, I did not realize that thunder wave was going to be so much to you, Vash.
Oh yeah, it was half my health.
So,
Oh wow.
seems like Corey was able to grab the monetary stuff there. If I'm not mistaken.
What?
Were you able to grab the numbers from Jay for money or no?
Nope, I'm messing with the natural 20s things.
Okay. Can you give
So-
me those numbers again?
Yep, 16 gold pieces,
Okay.
82 silver pieces,
All right.
250 copper pieces from the chest,
Okay.
Another 30 copper pieces that Royal dumped at your feet.
All right. I'll break.
He
these
didn't
down.
hand it to you because he remembered how the torch went.
Perfect.
Yep.
So we're each gonna get 4 gold pieces. Then we each get 20 silver pieces. And each get 70 copper pieces. With, let's see here. Actually, 75 copper pieces.
Because he forgot to split up the 2 silver pieces left over.
Yep. And
All right.
the 2 meat shields are getting the healing potions.
Is that me?
Yes, you're one of the meat shields.
I will definitely take that. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
drink it yet, though.
I'm gonna chug it right now.
All right. 2d4 plus 2 health to you, Royal.
Hey, there's a good roll. So 6 and plus 4,
Plus 2.
plus 2. So okay, 8.
Yep. All right. So now that you guys all collect, Rainier gets out of his panic attack and comes down and begins to shout out, "Floon! Floon, are you there?" And Floon goes like, Yeah, I'm a little preoccupied right now," as he comes through and cuts Floon out. And, they share a bro hug. There's like 4 or 5 stages to it. They're sufficiently convinced that it's not, they're someone who looks like their friend through disguised self methods. Yep.
I think the
And,
DM's trying to tell us, let's go kill him.
Oh man, I just derailed my own campaign.
We found the big bad evil guy already. Kill him!
Floon looks to be on the edge of his life, beaten within an inch to his death.
I feel a little bit guilty about drinking that potion.
You can always, regurgitate it.
I start putting, like, slowly moving my finger toward the back of my throat. Yep, just like that.
Remember, you're a cat, not a bird.
Hairballs.
Hairballs.
Oh, we found him. I think it's up to Rainier to keep him alive. Our part of the bargain is fucking done.
Yep, leave him.
Yep, Rainier looks at you and goes, and nods. He goes like, "Yes, you have done your fair share. If you could only escort us out of enemy territory, I feel that would be the most pragmatic way through this."
That's an extra fee.
Yeah, that's an extra contract. What do you got on you?
I try to slip him 4 gold.
We lead a naked noble's son and his friend out of the sewers.
I have clothes on.
Exactly.
Fine, you owe us.
Noted.
Favors, even better. Don't say that shit to me, you fucking jackass.
What?
Noted is an insult, by the way, in the military. It's a good way to say fuck you.
Got it.
Well, since you're the only military of all of us,
Yep.
a little.
In the
Noted.
civilian world, we say that shit all the time.
Yeah, it's a big old fuck you in the military.
Wow.
It's
little
the polite
context
way.
would have helped though, without you
It's the
biting
polite
Jay's
way
head off for
to
no
tell
reason.
an officer to go fuck himself.
Noted.
Don't you say that shit to me. I'm gonna go poke Vash again. This time
Okay,
not gingerly.
First off, Mike, you have to realize this is like when you guys said potato's gonna potate, and I said this like this is clearly a button for me. Don't push it.
Oh,
And
no.
everyone else in the party slapped it as hard as I could.
Oh, I'm just playing along. I'm playing with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those fun little quirks. It's kind of nice to not have kids around and I can just be obnoxious. I don't have to be dad the entire fucking time right now.
No.
You want to be Dice Dad?
Oh no, the fact that, I have to actively babysit April while she's trying to watch the kids because they don't listen to her.
Mm.
That deal.
Yeah. And that was Behind the Screen. The new In the Show from
It's a show within a show.
Within a show.
Showception. Only on this channel, and I'm sure plenty of others.
Alright. I want to explore the rest of these rooms, though. I am curious.
Okay. Go ahead and...
Stealthily peruse this way.
Alright, since we had a battle, I'm going to need you to reroll stealth.
I will stealthily peruse this way. How about a 25?
Alright. So as you see this room, this is kind of like a large, in the middle of this otherwise empty room is a stone pillar carved with a small symbol. A perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference. In the middle of this circle is a smaller circular indentation that bears passing resemblance to a lidless eye. The eye is shaped very similar to the gazer that you fought a couple of weeks ago.
Hey guys, that douchebag scratched into the wall, the one that was in the sewers leading here. The stupid 3 puzzle jackass we ran into.
You also see a not-so-secret door, which is up the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, a not-so-secret door right here.
Okay.
It literally says in the book, not-so-secret door.
Could I investigate this room for anything kind of odd, like what that rune is, and if there's anything associated in the room?
So you know full well, given your background, that is a sign for something called Xanathar's.
Okay.
There is a weird warmth to it that's beginning to dissipate. You get the idea that it's arcane in nature, but you have a hard time knowing specifically what happened.
Okay. Is there only that stairway out of here, or is there any other pathways out?
Out of here, you don't know. In terms of these 2 rooms, these are more rooms for like prisoners. Once again, they've got rusty manacles meant for one individual. Very similar to the room that you guys found Floon in.
Okay. Well, Vash, and Royal, I have a place for you to go first. There's a flight of stairs that I can't see the end of.
Cool. I'm coming.
All right, Royal, how much noise are you making as you do this?
Probably more than I should, but I'm trying to stay quiet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm going to say Vash has kind of managed to accidentally fall into meditation.
All right. You hear crashing ocean waves, which may just be the sound of your own inner ear.
Yeah, it might be the blood sloshing around from the imminent concussion.
Yeah.
He's so relaxed, he may have just shit his pants.
He's taking a real good ampersand right there.
Do I see anything up here?
As you go to, you see the not-so-secret door, and based off of, a cat's ability to never get lost, you get the idea is that kind of returns you to the starting point. And it kind of looked like a quick exit in case people were ever charging through, and storming the hideout.
And that's through here.
Yeah, the door that says S.
Hmm.
I read what the Kenku knows. What does Keanu know? And I was a little disappointed. Here we go. Yeah, you don't see anything that appears to be immediately threatening in any of these rooms. It looks like you've cleared the place out, as best you can tell.
There's still upper right corner.
I just yelled real loud. Nobody else is here.
Here.
And then there's a room in the lower left.
Lower left.
Across the,
Talk about Q12.
Appeal?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's 8, 9, and 12 that I don't believe we've gone into
Alright.
or near.
Is 8 attached to 7?
So you can get there from the room you're still in.
Is 8 attached to 9?
That looks to be that way, yes.
That is yet to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Varn brought it up. He gets to lead the charge.
All right, Varm. As you come into 8, let me reopen the book because I thought we were kind of done with it. This room looks empty. Can I have you roll a perception check?
Is a 16.
You see a rough-hewn tunnel dug beneath a flagstone right there.
And what about where the S is? Is that the indicator for that tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. Is this something that we can traverse?
For you, it's going to be a tight fit and take forever. Same. Royal, how tall are you?
Tall.
Yeah.
6'5".
Yeah, you guys would eventually be able to get through, but it's going to take a while and take a significant amount of effort. If any of you guys are listed as small, you can easily traverse through this.
Fuck no.
Nope, I'm 6'3".
Mm.
We're both big cats.
I had to play a tall person for once.
Yeah.
What does it feel like playing against you so hard?
It's just a better vantage point.
Do you ever find out that it rains slightly sooner?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It takes a lot longer to hit the ground when you fall,
Mm-hmm.
relatively speaking.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, well, either I try to force my way through there, we waste the time to do that, or we just call it good enough.
So, how difficult would it be for a medium creature to jam itself in there?
Well, considering that everybody in the party is a medium, just based off of your height, you would probably be able to get through there the fastest, but we're talking about a minute or two, and it's still going to be a very effort-filled journey as you look through. Like it's dark. You're not going to be able to hold a torch and move at the same time. It appears to be something for creatures smaller than you to traverse.
So it's like when John McClane is in the vents.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, unless you guys have a lighter, it's going to be hard to see in there.
Come out to the coast. We'll have a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Great.
I was thinking more like Bishop when they're on LV 248 or whatever that planet was.
An alien.
Yeah,
427. No,
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 427.
Well, do we want to go fuck up the black mold?
No,
Okay.
Out of character, not particularly in character.
All right, so use the not so super secret door and get the hell out of here.
All right. So, as you guys leave Xanathar's guild's hideout and come back to the yawning portal,
Okay.
It's Matt Mercer.
that's Volo. You guys sit there, meet with Volo again. Rainier and Floon are returned. Well, both a little bit worse for wear, but still alive. He springs, as soon as Volo sees Floon, he springs up and runs to embrace first his friend, and then each of the characters, and then, just stands close to Varm based off of earlier interactions. He sits there and then begins to give a very sheepish look. I confess that I have but few coins to spare, so the 100 gold that I promised the three of you, I'm not able to fulfill on. But never let it be said that I, Volotham Kadarm, renege on a promise ever. Allow me to present something much more valuable.
I would hurry up and talk and step a little further away from Varm while you do it.
Well said. As he does this, is he opens up the scroll, and from a scroll tube, he goes like, the deed to a remarkable property here in Waterdeep. We'll need a magistrate to witness the transfer of ownership. I'll arrange a meeting with one after you've inspected the estate and deemed it satisfactory, but let me promise you there's no way you're going to say no to this. Because I can't pay you otherwise.
Is that literally where he's standing?
No.
Where is he?
For the purposes of this, Damros, you'll be around the party as well.
I don't exist.
Yeah. But you're there, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damros, you are definitely there.
I look at Damros. What does estate mean?
It means that it's going to be a shithole and we're going to have to invest a lot of time and money into fixing it.
Why don't you give us this place?
Because I don't own this place.
What's the problem?
That sounds like it's your problem to figure out is how to give us this place.
Well, I'm giving you your own place.
That's the shithole.
Is it like this one?
It could be if you made it that way.
Ooh, Royal, we could put a boxing ring in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a hobo shack, isn't it?
Wait, does it have a basement?
It does have a basement.
Does it have a giant gaping hole like this one?
If you make it. Look, I can see already that you're beginning to picture what your very own tavern and inn would look like. And that's what Troll Skull Alley has to offer you. Now, in the interest of why it came into my possession, I was investigating it because I thought it might make a worthwhile chapter for my next book, Volo's Guides to Spirits and Specters. And then it turns out it was a very boring, estate, so I couldn't use any of it.
So it's not haunted.
It's not very haunted.
What's the approximate square footage?
Compare it to this place.
It's got 2 to 3 floors and a basement.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super haunted, how haunted is it?
It's a 2.5 at most.
So like your mom's house, okay.
I get up in Volo's face and I start poking him in the chest. And I go, if this isn't satisfactory compensation for what you hired us for, I will find you.
Yes, okay, understand. Okay, look, I'm trying to pay you guys. I'm not cash fluid right now. I tried selling off my comic scrolls collection, but the person who was buying it did not understand the power of a magician who had the powers and abilities of a spider, and his incredulity perplexed me. And look, I'm trying to give you what I promised you.
In the middle of him saying that, I just go, ah. I wave him away and I walk over to the bar and get a beer.
All right.
Slap
The
him
beer
upside
will
the head
be.
and do the same.
Okay. Wait, who are you?
Exactly.
He's Vash the Stampede.
True.
Fast forwarding a little bit to give you an idea. The next day, you guys go down to Troll Skull Manor, and in here you find, as you zoom out a little bit, you'll have your bottom floor out here, which is clearly run like a tavern. Your second floor to the right of it, which is an inn. Third floor, more inn. And then this bottom right one, you'll have your basement storeroom here. You'll have your penthouse here. And then your turret right there. Everybody caught that?
Mhm.
Cool.
Tavern,
Just so that we keep.
hotel, our place.
So to keep everything good, we're gonna go call that 1, 2, 3, 4, and B. Okay. As we get in here, it's not like, here's the thing, like, as soon as you guys look in here, you see potential. You see that there's a lot of things that can be done. The stuff is kind of old, out of date. It looks like it looks almost like a restaurant that is exclusively catered to by that reside in assisted living communities.
We bought
Um,
Grandma's house.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is you bought Grandma's house. The outside has had some like holes in the roofing, a couple of windows boarded up. But when you look at it, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of work to get it to be what you. But right now, as it looks intimidating enough that no one will come there unless they have damn good reason to come there.
How's the foundation look?
Surprisingly good.
Good.
How hard would it be to dig a giant hole?
There already is
Considering
one.
what you're able to do in a stone wall, it's going to take quite a few possible. No, like you may end up having to hire a druid to move earth, but you should be able to reshape it to whatever you want it to be for a cost.
We'll just give him a sand pit outside.
Yeah.
Big old litter box.
Yep. So at this point, Volo kind of looks like, look, see, I know a match when I see a match. This is a match. Can you please not hurt me?
You gotta front us some money for renovation costs.
He has no money. That's the problem.
All right, you're responsible for all the
Call-
renovation costs.
Call in some favors?
Yeah.
Look, here's the deal: is I can use my pull to get you certain price reductions for when you want to get for how you want to get this place back on its feet. It's not going to be amazing, but it's going to be something, and you'll have a number of stores that you can go to.
What is he wearing?
Volo?
Yep.
As you look this up, it's very fancy clothes, but it's very nouveau. And the guy spends more money trying to look rich than caring about how rich he actually is.
I will agree to your terms and conditions, assuming you give me your pants.
Give you what?
Your pants.
I'm sorry. My pants.
Yep, I want your pants.
You do realize it's a flogging to walk through the streets of Waterdeep without pants on.
I was gonna ask for him if he didn't.
Can at least I go home, grab spare pants, change into those, and then give you these pants afterwards?
Nah, put your overcoat around your lower section. You'll look like a pretentious foreigner. You'll look richer this way.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
That ain't that good. It is a 5.
Wow.
All right. He rolled a 5 as well, so you guys get to roll again.
Still with
Because
disadvantage?
someone's gonna win this.
That is going to be a 6.
That's what he rolled as well.
Let's try again. Okay, he won this time. I critically failed. So a total
All right,
of
he rolled
3.
an 11.
Oh,
He sat there, it's like, look, you want my pants, so you can hawk it for cash. I'm assuming I get that. Can I please not go get flogged?
Okay, you have
I
to bring
don't-
the pants back. And a second pair for Royal.
That's my guy.
Okay. Okay. Later in the day, Volo comes back. He's wearing shorts that don't match the rest of the clothes that he's wearing. You can't tell, but it looks like they have little hearts on them.
Does he have a T-shirt on that says "UC Banana Slugs"?
It does say Santa Cruz all over it. Yep. And then the magistrate comes in, and all the paperwork gets brought out. Signatures are happening. It seems like everything's in order, and as soon as the magistrate put the quill back into his writer's kit, he says, "All right, all that's left is to take care of the 25 gold pieces that we need for the estate transfer tax, and who will be paying that?" And
The guy-
Volo looks at you guys. You guys all look at Volo. Rainier and Floon look at this and go, "Volo, it's tacky to charge somebody for a gift that you're giving them."
They go,
And he
whoa,
looks
these
like-
guys followed us?
Yeah. Volo looks at this like, "But they took my pants." It goes like, "It doesn't matter. You worked with underlings, you play their game." And he sits there, grabs
I
a
like
coin
this
purse,
guy.
slaps 5 down, and goes like, "Charge the other 20 to my tab." And as the deed is handed to you guys with each of your names written on it. At this point, you guys can advance to level 2,
Yay.
and you own Troll Skull Alley.
And we
Woo!
have fancy pants.
I get key points.
I'm gonna strut around in my new pants.
All right. I'm going to give everybody 5 minutes to level up, and when I return, we will get back with Chapter 2 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
Nice. We just got a layer. We just got a layer. We just got a layer.
All right.
Do we get layer actions now?
I forget, are we doing fixed HP or manual HP?
Good
Manual?
question. I was thinking manual.
Mine is set to fixed for some reason, and I thought I had it in manual.
I don't know.
Good roll. Good roll.
So level 1 is 8. Ooh.
I get it, period. Please take care of yourself first.
I rolled a 7.
I just like doubled my hit points.
I almost doubled mine.
Went from 15 to 28.
My movement speed just jumped up to 40,
I went from 9 to 17.
I don't think I got anything else cool.
which means that with my cat's grace, or my feline agility, I can run 80 feet in a turn without costing an action.
That's great.
It is really great.
That's almost Wally-esque.
Yeah, 2 key points.
Okay, so I got reckless attack and danger sense.
I just got my cunning action, so I can dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action.
Yeah, nice.
Stab, run away. Stab, run away. My unarmed strike only does 2 damage.
Oh, Mike, real quick, man. How much money did we each get?
I hate you because I just scratched it out.
I got you.
Okay.
Because you can tell because I only had 20 gold. So it's 4 gold,
Okay.
20 silver, 75 copper.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys. I am back. I'm assuming it takes more than just a couple minutes to level up.
All right. What'd you get at level 2, Dad? Did you get your second wind? I think it was one of the things, right?
I haven't looked yet.
So did we have a long rest too, Jay?
Yes.
Okay.
So
That's
this,
a good question.
yeah, this next part takes over the next few days.
Okay.
Especially when it came down from being told you're getting the Troll Skull Alley to you actually getting it. That's probably over the course of a week.
Okay.
Second wind is an automatic, but I do get action surge at second level.
Even better.
Yeah.
Right?
Alrighty then.
It's not like extra turn yet, but it's better than not having it.
Yeah.
Stupid cat.
Fight.
Chapter 2. Chapter 2.
It's only the second of the chapters.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so to give you an idea for you guys about what this next chapter entails, it is 100% about you gaining the gold and the resources to make Troll Skull Alley whatever you want it to be. There is no hard end to this chapter. It's one of those where, as I see that you guys are running out of ideas, or that you're getting stir crazy, is when I end the chapter. Okay, so this is the chapter where it is most useful if you guys want to talk in the Discord about, hey, it'd be neat if we could do. And then we figure out the costs in the Discord, and then we can sit there and worry about the missions to get that money while we're. Don't worry about frivolity. You're in Waterdeep. Frivolous is what they do.
So it sounds like this is the Breeze Home edition to Skyrim.
Yes.
I can do that.
Yep. So don't worry about how feasible something is. The goal here is that I put in missions that will help you get the money to do what you want.
Okay.
In some capacity.
Okay.
So now that you guys kind of know like what the overarching, like the meta why this chapter exists, hopefully they'll help you maximize it. Because what you get, because what you end up building in this chapter, you're allowed to use for the rest of the game.
Well,
Okay.
just off the top of my head, I want to go help out some contractors with their problems so we can get discounts on what we want to do.
All right, cool. Let me write that down so I can build contractor problems.
So,
Quick question. Where does this little room thing, where does that connect to?
The turret on top?
Yeah.
So, when you look at the staircases on the right-hand side, oh, that's dots. I want to make pings. So that staircase leads to here on the 4th, and you end up getting that eventually becoming into a ceiling, like kind of an attic.
So is that like directly above here?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Then
no, that's the cleanest way to kind of say that.
Because then, basically, the plan I would like to have is to make like a fireman pole that runs all the way up to there.
Ghostbusters this shit.
What do you guys think about putting like a fighting ring in on the tavern floor, and we can get more people to come in and earn more money?
Yes.
Yeah, I can fight in it. Yeah.
That looks like what that space is designed for, right?
I kind of thought that
the crowd can't fit there.
Well, you could always like put like we could install like maybe like bleachers or something.
Could we? Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, this is what the one interpretation of Troll Skull Alley is based off of what it's currently existing. If we want to sit there and make significant renovations to it, it's certainly possible. Mike, would you be okay with remaking corners of the map for that? Perfect. So that's how we'll solve that issue then.
We want whenever we need to make changes to it.
Perfect. Yeah. So that's just one where to come down. I can always send you the originals and the floor plan.
Yeah, that would make my life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Sweet deal. Yeah, so everyone's at level 2 now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Do not feel like we can always add this list more and more. And based off of the way the game works, as you guys get higher level, you can still continue to build onto Troll Skull.
Mm-hmm.
So don't think it's speak now or forever hold your peace. We can always come back to it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So, yes.
I'm looking for the very least at apothecaries, brewing.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple fact that, we can get people shit-faced on brand-specific products.
Yeah. Scott, you had a question?
Microbrew.
Yep.
I'm interested to see what idea Scott thought was and wasn't at the same time worth saying out loud.
Basically, I want some space in here to have like a secret entrance. And I'm trying to decide where that makes sense.
Basement probably makes the most sense.
It probably does.
Cool.
And then you can dig your hole.
Yeah.
You like the yawning portal pit?
And then can we get like a cat scratch post
That would be very
somewhere?
easy. Scratching posts.
We should probably let our voice of reason speak. Dan, what would you like to do?
I was actually just going to ask if there's anything that Varm could think of that he would like.
Well, so far I like the fighting area. And I suppose I can walk past a scratching post without even having to look at it. So we'll do that.
We could make it like one of those judo posts that you can practice sparring on.
Yeah.
But with nice rough carpet for me.
Got anything else off the top of your head, Dan?
With
No.
rough carpet.
Let's see.
Quotes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in terms of the basement, I'll have to determine what the contractor fee to have a druid move the earth. But because it's a simple spell, it wouldn't be that expensive. Once you get a little bit of a bankroll going. So we can... The one thing I would also suggest for multiple individuals with range capabilities is somewhere that you can practice firing arrows.
That's a good idea. I was also thinking that we need a secure vault.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And probably like a safe room essentially, where we can be protected from prying eyes while we plot to do bad things in a city that's trying to kill us.
You mean a war room / panic room?
Yes. That's what I was looking for, was war room.
There we go. We've got a whole bunch of things for me to sit there, spend the next week contemplating. Getting back into the game, though, as you guys are redrawing up blueprints and having things going down, and Royal and Vash getting way too caught up with an idea, and Varm sitting there and saying, "You guys are doing it again," and resets everyone back into what is flippin' possible. Yeah, Corey and Mike, Vash's first plan looks very much like Matt Mercer's Crit Roll Land.
Is it drawing
Royal,
crayon?
Yes. Yeah, Royal passes everybody notes saying things that would be great to be in here, but like there's things that like completely don't matter. Like one says IHOP. Another one sits there and says, "Get a load of this guy."
Who am I giving these to?
Whoever's not actively involved in the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
if
he's
Vash,
doing mini-me.
yeah, if Vash and Varm are talking, he's giving it to Damros. If Damros and Vash are talking, he's giving it to Varm. It's whoever's the one that's not talking with him.
This is one of them.
Fun. I like how one of the cats is fat.
He farted.
Take your inspiration. All right. A few days in, you see a individual come up to Troll Skull Alley. He coming out of a smaller, less impressive building, same alley, and turned it into a pub he calls Froon's Brews. He comes forward and goes, "Oh, so these are the individuals who took over Volo's purchase. I'm Emic Froon. I was the one competing against him for that property, and I lost."
Boy,
And
that sucks.
I already don't like you.
Don't worry,
Uh,
I don't much care for you guys either.
what ideas did you have for the place?
I mean, I was going to turn it into an even larger version of my
That's it.
Froon's Brews, where we would have served the finest beers. There would be no last call. Drinks would be incredibly cheap.
All right, guys.
How-
We're competing
this is
against
a-
him.
We're doing the opposite of that.
That's mostly a terrible idea.
Do we want to compete with him, or do we want to figure out a
Question.
way to steal his beer and sell it?
Well,
I'm
How's it-
right here, everyone.
I was just gonna ask, how much do you brew the beer already?
I brewed the beer off-site, and then we bring it
Um,
here for consumption.
How much would you charge to supply us?
I would let you know that all of my brews are proprietary, and I would make the most profit selling my own art.
What if you make like a cheap one that nobody knows is yours?
So what I'm understanding here is you're disgruntled that we got this place and you didn't, and with that potential loss in sales, you are refusing to sell someone else your beer to sell it. Instead, you would rather sell it on your own, right? That's what I'm getting.
I'm incredibly gruntled by the fact that you understand the plan.
I just wanted to say it out loud so you could hear how stupid it was on your own.
Oh, great. I'm so glad you have the business savvy to understand that I'm selling to you.
That coming from Vash is like a triple insult.
Yeah. Broken clock. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, is it bad that I heard Grog's voice going, what?
Oh, yes. Yep. Look,
But
I
this guy
will
just
sit
gave
there
me a
and
great
say, if you do decide to compete against me for this, good luck, and hopefully you won't have any mice bringing problems to your storerooms.
Does he have food in his pockets?
Ha,
You're gonna have to check his pockets to find out.
That sounds like a damn
well,
roast thing.
hopefully you don't have any accidents at your brewery.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if there were an accident at either of our places.
Wouldn't that be terrible if a building just happened to go up in flames or something?
Are we starting a prank roar?
Yes, we are.
You,
But this dude gave me a great idea.
in fact, here's the deal. I would be quite happy if you set fire to my, because
Whoa! Who said anything about setting fires?
Look.
Oh,
if-
is that a
if-
tiefling joke? Huh? You think you're a funny guy?
No, what I think is funny here is that if you set fire to my place, not only do you go to prison, you have to pay for me rebuilding my place plus 2,000 gold on top of it.
That's only if
So
you get caught.
I invite you.
I just said it would be unfortunate if your place burned. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
like,
say anything about
That would suck almost as bad as you not getting this place.
Yeah.
Take
I have a bag
inspiration,
of sand
Vash.
that I'm rubbing into this wound.
Take inspiration, Vash.
Pocket sand.
Thank you.
He begins to sit there and walk away. It's like, look,
You know,
I am very, very excited to start a healthy and functional competition with you guys, and may the best establishment win.
All right, bring it home.
Mhm. Good luck staffing, guys.
I flip
Good
him the
luck.
double bird.
good luck selling your beer for less than it's worth.
So after he leaves, between Royal and this idiot, I just got a great idea for our business, guys. Let's put a
Yeah.
bar within the bar, like a speakeasy that only certain people know about.
Yes.
Because that way we can charge a premium for the speakeasy side while peddling to the public bullshit people on the top side.
And then we'll call it puzzles. And they'll be like, why is it called puzzles? That's the puzzle.
I'm gonna call it fisticuffs.
Ooh, that's where we can put the
Stampeders.
fighting pit too. Because then you have to be on the know to be able to get into the fighting pits. And yeah.
Yeah, but I felt like the fighting pit was gonna be like probably like our main draw, you know, and then like they'd get people in the door buying whatever proprietary whatever you come up with, Damros. And then you know we could probably also use that to like recruit, because we kind of need a new thing after what's his name after Mousy Cow kind of went up in flames there. So
Vershad.
Vershad, we need a new Vershad, but
Who's a
maybe
Vershad?
he was the druid that we used to do scams with.
So
All
so
I ever
remember
got told
last
was
week?
he's called Druid Buddy.
Yeah. So remember the one that as you flew away and used your variant,
Yeah, that
he
I
got
just left.
tackled. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Rashad. He's now, unbeknownst to you guys, awaiting trial for harm to livestock,
Mm.
which will be a hard labor and a few 10 days in prison,
Okay, he'll be fine.
as well as a fine to replace the cat that he accidentally broke the jaw of.
That sounds fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
so fighting pit main attraction, speakeasy for the discerning clientele. There we go.
Yeah.
Where are we putting the speakeasy?
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I mean, like, are we really like sold on being an inn as well? Like, we could take one floor and
I-
make the speakeasy and have like the third floor be the inn, and then we have the penthouse. Also, too, the speakeasy could be like, I kind of like the speakeasy idea. We could use the fighting ring as like the main draw, and obviously you have to sell ale at a fighting ring because you can't just not do
And
that.
it'll be
But then
proprietary.
for those in the know, and for those like upper class clientele, they can go up to the second floor, where the speakeasy is.
I mean, if we make for a decent enough hidden location or locale to get up there, that will work perfectly. You know, hidden sliding doors and shite.
Okay. We'll wrap up the day of planning right there. The next day, as you guys wake up, totally refreshed, you find that there's a couple of plates, which came with the house, smashed along. Yeah, right where you guys were planning to put the fighting pit, and a couple of chairs that are now missing a leg.
What was the guy's name who we were talking to? With the
Emmerich,
br-
Emick Froon, EMMEK
Froon.
FREWN. As you guys also go to check the mail, you see a document with a flying snake, wax seal, and inside of it, as you unfurl the document, it goes, "Want to be a part of something? Speak to Davil Star Song at the Yawning Portal. Big cash opportunities await."
What was that guy's name?
Davil Star Song. DAVIL.
DAVIL.
Yep, like David, but an L instead of a D.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It turns out that's all you need for fantasy names is take a regular name, change the.
Or reverse them.
Yeah. So instead of saying Mark, a fantasy name would be Marb.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
Or instead of Mark, Mork.
Or Merc.
Yeah.
A Merkin?
Yeah. Or Brian.
There. Did you say Brian or Briam?
His name was Magic.
It's very hard to spell. Very few people can.
Okay.
Does
So
any-
everybody assumes that this was Emic, right?
What was?
The plates.
I didn't even realize those were broken.
Mhm. At this point, you see another invisible, or I shouldn't say that. You get the idea that there's someone walking around with a spell invisibility, because you've seen it happen. You guys are thieves. You know the spell exists to cover your tracks. With another plate, goes right to where all the broken plates are and just slams it into the ground again.
It's
Is it
a
our
ghost.
poltergeist? It's our poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Shh.
I hand Royal the other side of my rope, and I say, "Let's go catch it." And we like run in like Red Rover style.
And the whole time I'm like, I don't know if you can catch a ghost with a rope.
I'm basically just trying to use Royal to help me clothesline whoever is
Yeah,
smashing
I'm-
plates. If
I'm
there
on
is
board.
someone
I'm on
smashing-
board. I just don't think it's gonna work.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack with advantage since Royal's helping you.
Okay. What should I add to it? Like what kind of attack?
Considering this is probably more of a strength attack than it is a dexterity attack.
Okay. 18.
Okay. You sit there, and based off of when you saw the plate fell, you got a jump on it. Both of you guys had the same idea. And you see the invisibility break a little bit, and it is indeed the poltergeist that you thought it was. But it looks unharmed, and as soon as the rope passes through, it goes back to being fully invisible. It connected, but it appears to have had no effect.
If you are a ghost, you have to tell us. That's the law.
At this point, you see him grabbing another plate, and on the dust in it, it just spells out, "I am a ghost."
I knew it. Why don't you like
stuff?
Yeah, why do you like these plates?
Oh shit, I gotta read the book again.
Why
This
does he
entire
hate plates?
yeah, this entire chapter like has no chronological sense to it.
Hey,
What
welcome
if we can
to
hire him
all
to
of
help
Tomb
us?
of Annihilation.
What if we had our very own Peeves?
It just sits there and says, like the next plate written in dust, it just goes closing.
Closing time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the ghost of somebody committed suicide in here because it's the ghost of the person who used to own this place and they got closed down.
I just say to the ghost optimistically, "You want to help us get this place back on its feet?"
Onto one of the portraits that has a lot of dust on it. It just says, "Go on."
We are going to get this place back in shape and start a business and stuff with a fighting ring.
For the sake of brevity, I think Varm and I are just gonna fill this stupid ghost in on literally everything we're trying to do.
And then when they're done, I hand the ghost a note.
As this happens, he just goes. He kind of looks around and just says, like, writes down, "I don't have a lot of money, but sure, why not?" And he, like the next one, like the next portrait, he just goes, "Check the turret."
Well, who's going up to the turret?
Dibs.
Go for it.
All right, Royal. As you climb up to the turret, you find a small pouch. Inside of it contains 125 gold pieces.
25 gold. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And in the massive amounts of dust there, he just says, "Life savings, don't need it in death."
You can't take it with you, am I right?
Dick.
Just draws a dick in the dust.
All right. How do I divide 125 by 4? No. This is for the business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just in the business fund.
How do we want to track that?
It's always possible you guys can just pool your money together.
Yeah, that's my plan.
I'm just gonna hold on to this 125 and tell everybody about it.
Mhm.
That works. You will be our safe.
Until we get the actual safe.
Mhm. Yeah, so as that continues on, your poltergeist goes from breaking things and being generally annoyed by your presence to being actually quite helpful. He moves small items around, kind of the lighter items. He does open doors for you and locks them behind you.
I like
Very
this guy.
security conscious. Every few hours, he does come in with some ale from his old reserves. It's not the greatest ale. It's almost like it's been, collecting dust for a handful of years. But hey, it's better than nothing.
I inform our poltergeist of the douchebag we ran into outside, and to fuck him up if he ever shows up.
At this point, he writes down in a different part of dust, "No hands."
I don't care how you fuck him up, just find a way. You could dump ale on him for all I care.
Question. Ghost. 2 questions.
What's your
name?
You see here as he just goes out with the long L-I-F.
Leaf?
Liff.
Sure.
Life?
I think we should all pick different pronunciations.
Let's call him Life because it's funny.
Okay, pal. Can you leave this property? I don't want you to. I'm just asking.
Why would I?
To help us mess with some competitors?
I could try.
What if we take part of the structure with us? Could you bind yourself to that part? Like a totem?
It's a weirdly specific question.
He just underlines, I could try.
Mike's trying to make his own Horcrux.
Yeah,
I guess,
pretty
yeah.
much.
How much of
We're talking through a fantasy etch-a-sketch.
how much of that old ale do you have?
Enough to party.
That's actually what he says.
Do you know how to brew more ale?
No, yes, do it, no.
He's drunk already.
Were you drunk when you died?
He just underlines the yes.
So, does anyone know what this who this flying snake seal belongs to? Have we ever seen this before? Do we know about this at all?
Damros, you know this because this was on the Zent hideout where you fought the Kenku. It was right on top of the door.
Okay. With him asking that, I go, yeah, that's a symbol of Zentarum. So, seems like we have a good location with ties to the underground, at least.
Yep. So, where did Star Song say you wanted to go?
Yawning portal.
Speaking of which, you guys do get to go shopping whenever you want. Here is downtown Troll Skull District. And in here is a number of different shops. As you discover them, we'll write down where they go. Through a bird's eye view, there's a place called the Bent Nail for furniture. Steam and Steel for armors, weaponsmithing, and let's see here, and shields. You'll have Corellin's Crown for herbal remedies and any sort of alchemical needs. Tiger's Eye for intelligence services. Bookworm's Treasure for any sort of books that you need or how-tos. And so much more. Basically, if you want anything other than that, I just have to invent this. But the entire idea is your downtown shopping district.
Okay.
Okay. Just making sure you have that available to you because there may be situations that occur there.
And so that's like really close to Troll Skull. Is it Keep? You said Troll Skull Keep
Manor.
Troll Skull Manor.
Manor,
Yeah.
right? Because you said that's in downtown Troll Skull.
Yeah. So it is essentially like that is the center, like a trading area, and Troll Skull Manor, like bar and inn, or tavern and inn, is right on the outskirts of that.
Okay.
So that you can draw in from the residential area and from the commercial area. It's
Cool.
actually really prime property.
Can
Suck it, Froome.
note for later, we might want to consider renaming the business.
Yeah, fisticuffs.
I'll think of something better.
Royal Stampede.
Rapscallions?
Or like a British naming convention for a pub kind of thing. Like
The All Right Governors?
the cat and glove.
Cat and glove, huh?
I don't know. It's always the something and something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like the Queen and Country.
Or the
No.
pair of black antlers in El Terrell.
Mm-hmm.
The Giant Bears Tavern. The Diamond Lily Pub. The Wrong Hyena. The Violent
Wrong-
Bell
The
Tower.
wrong name.
The Violent Bell Tower. Ye Old Chestnuts. The Magnificent Chicken Bar. The Zealous
Here-
Rose.
Yeah.
The
I
Here
like
in
the
Dramatic
Dungeons and
wrong
Dragons,
something.
come for the fights, stay for naming your imaginary business.
the Dramatic
No.
Wildebeest Tavern, and the
All
Precious
right,
Olive
all right.
Inn.
The Beasts and the Badass.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I want
All right,
to get
let's
the
move
word
on. We got our
wrong.
best idea.
Okay, cool.
The wrong beasts and the badass.
This one's
Because I'm
kinda-
assuming the beast refers to the people who aren't human.
Here's a funny one. The Familiar Guinea Pigs, or the Foamy Cloth.
The foamy cloth. What?
But I like Beasts and Badasses.
Mm-hmm. All right, so are you guys going to do anything with the note from the Zentarum?
I mean, we should probably check it out.
Yeah.
We have
All
to
right.
see what they're trying to do to rebuild or retaliate against the Xanathar's Guild.
I just want to write okay on it.
Or us.
You just write okay, and you just
Yeah.
wait for there to be an answer.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose us is definitely an option, Varm. It's I don't think they really like saw us unless they had like people watching the building go there, because by the time we got to the Zentarum outpost, everyone was already dead.
Yeah,
Well,
at
if there's
this-
any kind of information ring going on around here, somebody's going to have spies out looking for new people at least, and especially ones that have just taken over property.
Yeah. So at this point, as you come down, you see the usual rabble at the yawning portal. Fights that have nothing that pertain to you breaking out. You do see someone with a brooch of the flying serpent who comes in, who's an old, gruff man. Looks like he's well into his 70s, big, thick, bushy beard as a human. As he looks up and goes, I was wondering if you guys were ever going to come here. I'm Davil. Good to meet you.
I heard it was Davil.
I'm going to be honest, I've lived long enough where I really don't care what you call me. I just
I'm
care about
Vash the
seeing the next
Stampede.
day.
I'm Vash the Stampede.
I'm Vash the Stampede.
Yeah, I'm aware of your bits. Vash, who's actually Vash, Royal, and Damros.
Nope, Vash the Stampede. You gotta commit
Yeah,
to your
but-
roles, man.
But I'm actually Vash the Stampede.
Yes, that's why I said you are actually Vash the Stampede.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm the Stampede, are you?
You're going to tell me anyway, so just go ahead and do it.
Oh fuck,
No.
here we go again.
It's not as good if it's forced.
And that's why they call him Vash the Stampede.
That just got
That is-
really weird.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's We are looking for anyone who could possibly use for our resources. We're willing to pay. We're willing to provide loans if you need it, as long as you don't mind being mercenaries from time to time.
What if we
So
forego loans and you just give us mercenary work, and you pay us for it?
I mean, those aren't mutually exclusive. If you need some money, you might just owe us a favor down the line. If you provide us a favor, there's going to be some money in it for you.
I mean,
Let's go that route. I don't like owing people money.
that would help us out with, getting the beast and the badass on its feet.
Interest rates are a bitch, though.
You mean the ghost pudding?
Let me tell you. We'll give you a small objective. Wet your beak a little bit, and we'll pay you for it. And in the meantime, you'll also become associates of our network.
Perfect.
That also deals with not having interest rates, because your success becomes our success.
Perfect. Royal,
Okay?
we need to come up with a recipe for this ghost pudding.
One part ghost, one part the pudding stuff.
All right, tapioca it is.
So, here's the deal. Someone is killing elf and half-elf sailors in the dock ward. We've got 3 dead so far, each one decapitated by a blade in the middle of the night. Would you mind looking into it? I think the city watches it over their heads. And to be honest, we use that wharf in order to control a lot of trade, so we'd like to have that freed up as soon as possible.
That sounds like something I was going to do by myself anyway.
We'll never do stuff for free when you can get paid for it. Am I right?
No, he was just talking about going to the docks and pursuing sailors.
All right then.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, Varm.
Yeah.
Do you want to go decapitate a guy that decapitates people?
Again, you mean?
Yeah.
Sure. I also want to know why this guy's mocking me.
No, I'm sorry. I smoked a lot while I was an adventurer. I don't mean any offense by it. This is just my speaking voice.
Nope, you heard it. There's a moratorium on gruff voices.
What if I promise you I'll stop smoking?
You'll instantly start to be healthier.
I heard 10 minutes after I start smoking, my lungs start to get a little scrubbed up. But they're just so smooth.
This ad brought to you by Big Tobacco.
Remember, kids, vape pens make you look like a tool.
But not cigarettes.
The extra cost for them means that you look cooler.
You Jewel, you look like a fool, but cigarettes make you cool.
We are the worst after-school special
Yeah,
ever.
we really are.
Oh, thank God we're not talking about when kids should start drinking.
No, we're getting there. That's why we're starting up a brewery.
Oh, this
Alright,
might have to
what
be
were we
like
talking about?
Oblivion, where everyone's an adult in the town.
What were we talking about with this guy?
We were to go to the dock and kill some dude who's killing people.
Oh yeah. How close to night is it?
Right now, given the day, you could have done any amount of work. As you can decide, it's anytime up until 5 p.m.
Okay.
Depending on how much work you wanted to do on Troll's Goal. It's variable, because this is just when the hell you accept a mission.
Okay.
Well, I think we should just get around to making more capital. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So as you go through with this, I end up finding a generic map for this one, but I didn't put it in yet. So let's give you guys a couple of minutes.
To talk about bar names.
Yeah.
No, that's already decided.
I'm going to put you on the map of Waterdeep as you're traveling over. The dock ward is going to be right here, next to Deepwater Harbor. This is where it's going to be at.
Okay.
And we'll
and
come
this
back
is like a
to you.
specific area of the docks that the Zentarum use.
Yes,
basically?
this is a
Okay.
Zentarum-controlled dock where people are dying, and they like to be the ones that kill people.
Fair enough.
The ethereal goose bar.
No, I think we've already had it decided. Beasts and badasses.
The ghost and Mrs. Pudding.
The Ghost and Mrs. Pudding.
should talk that over with
I'm
our
dating
ghost
myself. It's a really old reference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna periodically name pubs even after we've named it.
Okay. You want to rename the Yawning Portal?
Yes.
I want to call it the Hole in the Wall.
It's more a hole in the floor.
Let's
but-
just call
Yeah, I
it the
know.
dive.
No, but that doesn't work though.
it's gonna
It's the whole wall.
it's gonna be the surprising part.
It's just the sideways wall.
Oh, what if we glued the tables to the walls then, and then it looked like the floor was the wall, and like when you walked in, like gravity rotated.
I'm gonna do that until dark. I'm gonna
Just
start
naming
nailing.
pubs.
No. I'm gonna start nailing the tables and chairs in the yawning portal to the wall on the side until they stop me.
You're going full Tony Pobar.
I feel like I remember the guy who runs the Yawning Portal being like cool with adventurers, but not being a super like tolerant
guy?
of bullshit.
I think you're right.
I like how royal you came up with using the English pub naming mechanism, and then Varm has come up with two very interesting pub names. I also love how the pub name doesn't change if you bring in our fifth character.
Why would it though?
Does everyone in the group individually think that they're the badass in the title?
I assume we all do.
Okay, so it's not just me then.
Secret badasses.
Uh,
Badass over here.
I'm not gonna actually draw this because I don't want to, but I want to like draw like a plan for the sign that has like clearly me by the badass, and then clearly you guys next to the beasts. What do you guys think of this?
I think we should draw. Okay, so my idea to kind of piggyback on that is it, so the sign is going to be like a big wooden sign, right? And on it'll say the beats and the badass, and on the bottom half of it, it's going to have like a big beefy cat, and there's like a big beefy dude, and then there's going to be like a fighting ring in the middle. So just like everyone knows you come here to kick ass.
I'm going to be honest here. Every time you guys say that, I keep on hearing Beast and the Harlot.
You know
No,
what?
no.
I just realized how much I hate this name because we're making a B&B.
We're on a
Literally,
B&B in D&D.
Yeah.
D&D being
Our B&B is named B&B in D&D.
The D&D B&B fighting ring and speakeasy.
Yep.
you can't put speakeasy in the name.
Yeah, but it rhymes with B.
But yep. We're essentially making a B&B
Wow.
with the name B&B.
Yeah.
A B&B but it's what would the B's be? It's not bed and breakfast. It's beer and beatdowns.
Battles and blood.
Beats
And
and
beer.
B&B and B&B and B&B and B&B and B&B and D&D.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Does that make you feel better when we tack more bees onto it?
It just makes it that much more entertaining.
Mhm.
We'll have to see how many different B&Bs we can come up with.
All right, and now we're here. Huzzah! All All right, as you guys get to the Zentarm docks, it is about 7 p.m. Local time. The sun is beginning to set. As you're looking through, I would like everyone who's interested in it making a perception check.
Wow, I found my feet, guys. I rolled a 1.
I am on my game. It's a 20 plus -1. Darn it.
All right.
You rolled a natural 20 again?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'm on
I did
fire.
All right. Then you can see that the token that I used to represent a drunk guy is Bandit Steve from the Borderlands series.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Steve.
Yep. Yeah. As we go into, anybody else making perception checks?
Mine was terrible.
Okay.
Mine was a 12.
All right. So Royal is the only one who noticed. As we start to get closer to nighttime, on that first day, is you happened to, you're following Bandit Steve as he's drunkenly coming down, as he's getting closer and closer towards here. Okay, at certain points he sits there and starts trying to turn. You hear the jingling in his pockets. This guy's flipping loaded. And you see a glint coming out right there. And let me move this back to a different layer. You see what appears to be a pistol drawn, as you see a gunslinger coming out and is waiting to attack him. Mm-hmm.
Let's let this happen and then come to his rescue.
I want to try to get closer.
So this is, you guys can be wherever the hell, as long as you don't pass, let's say, this line in the sand, you guys can be wherever you want, as spreading out and looking.
Is there supposed to be a line?
Yeah, I don't see a line.
That's
Wrong layer.
because I put it on the, yep.
I did that
Yeah, I
wrong.
see what I did here. There we go.
Any chance I can get on this roof?
Yeah, absolutely. You can just start there.
I'm there.
Cool. And
I'll
that's
be
how
up
you
there
see it.
with him, since I can fly.
Because Royal is the knight. Royal is Mancat. Yep.
Yeah, I'll fly up there with him.
Yep. And Varm, where would you like to be?
I'll just hang out right where I am.
Cool. So you see this all. Royal, you get to make whatever action that you so decide. And I'll delete this line.
So basically, if I cross that line, they're going to see me.
No, that's just basically where you guys were searching at.
Oh, that's where we're starting. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to try to get to this roof.
All right.
How far is that?
That should be easy enough if you jump from right here.
Okay.
Like down at the bottom.
Yeah.
You said like that? Like
You
jump
can
across?
you can stand up here because this is kind of like a ballast, from what it looks like, and jump from there to here.
I don't know what you're clicking.
What layer am I on? There we go. Now can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a ballast here and a ballast
Yes.
here.
Okay, so I'm jumping across right there.
Yep. Give me an athletics check to see how far. Actually, with your strength out here, I don't think we'll need an athletics check. It's safely assumed that you can long.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think the athletics check is meant to be at when you're at the edge of your athletics. Yep. So you've done that. The long jump will count for half of your movement, though.
So am I starting my count from here or from up here?
We can start from the first position you pinged since it was behind the line.
Okay. So then 5, 10. The long jump counts as half.
Yes.
So that's 15. So I still have 15 left. So yeah, I'm just gonna get all the way to the edge.
Okay. Sweet deal.
And I'm gonna try to make a hand signal to everybody else that there's like a gun.
Okay. Given your height, given where you're at the building, it should be easy enough for Damros to see. Vash should be able to see it. I don't know if Varm. No, that's Shadow. Varm's able to see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say worst case scenario, whoever doesn't see it, I'll pass it on.
Yeah. All right. Set up moves for Vash, Varm, and Damro. Since you guys essentially get to act with surprise right now.
Okay. How far is that? Is the question. Hmm.
I mean, are we like waiting for this like gunslinger to do something, or because I mean I can run all the way there.
Mm-hmm. So from the context of the mission, you guys are trying to essentially reassert Zentarum control and make sure that, you know, the only violence that the Zentarum has happened there is Zentarum sanctioned violence.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hide behind this cart.
All right. Varm, anything you'd like to do in your setup turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move in to here and stay on the corner of this building.
Cool. Vash, anything you'd like to do on your setup turn?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to run like all the way around, like around this building,
Mm-hmm.
like down the other alley.
So we'll give you the dash for that, from your starting position.
So with my movement and my feline agility, I can get to there.
Okay.
And I'm good with staying there and seeing what the next move is.
All right, cool. So let me make sure that I need to go to Appendix B because they have it for this one. Hooray! Okay. So we have... All right, so he ends up getting a... What's his initiative? All right, let's have everybody roll initiative.
Hopefully I don't fuck this one up.
I can see the magic is gone from that one.
I'm not confident who we're fighting.
So the only person you've seen brandishing a weapon preparing to strike somebody is this creature.
What do we know about Bandit Steve?
He's drunk as hell.
Is he an elf or half elf?
An elf or half elf?
Can we tell?
Yeah,
Can
because
anyone tell?
didn't
The yawning portal devil.
Yeah.
Yes. Bandit Steve is of Fey ancestry.
Okay.
Can I see the gunslinger enough to see if he is also?
It looks Fey, but a darker Fey.
He's a drow.
You don't know that.
He's been in the sun.
Okay.
I'm just saying, a gunslinger isn't the kind of person who cuts off heads.
That's true.
Wait, did we know if they were finding the heads or if they were just finding the decapitated bodies?
You heard decapitated. You don't know more information based off of your briefing.
Okay.
Yep. All right. 25 to 20. 15 to 20.
16.
16 also.
All right, who's got the higher initiative?
I'm only +2.
I'm +3.
All right, so that means Damros, Royal, 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
6.
Vash, what'd you get?
I had an 18. Sorry, I didn't know you didn't hear me.
Okay. All right, so we're going to start the battle off with Vash.
Okay. I'm going to run up then to there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull out my Yikawa and like one hand on the shaft, and the shaft like running along my forearm. I'm gonna point the bladed end at him and say, "You don't want to do that." And then I'm gonna hold my action to if he acts aggressively.
Okay. Then we're going to go to Damros.
I'm going to take out my short bow and do much of the same, but not let myself be known.
So you cracked on that, so I heard take out your short bow. You don't want yourself to be known. What was the middle part?
And hold a attack action.
All right. Royal.
I am jumping down.
Half your movement speed.
So it's 15.
Yep, no fall damage though.
Cool. Is this like a doorway? Where's the doorway?
That's an alleyway that you're seeing right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can fully see this dude.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna stay there, and I'm going to try to grab his weapon.
All right, go ahead and make a athletics check.
11.
Natural 1. So you grab right on the barrel and you begin to twist, and he's barely holding onto it upside down. Okay.
Okay.
Varm, what do you want to do?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what Bandit Steve is capable of, so I'm going to keep an eye on him and be ready to assist Royal at the same time, and Vash. So I'm going to move myself right there and just hold my action until I see a situation I need to act upon.
All right. At this point, it's Bandit Steve's turn, and almost not noticing any of you guys, he begins walking this way. But because he's in a drunken stupor, he's not moving very quickly. That leads us to this individual. I wish I can ping. Seeing that Royal has captured the gun, has sat there and realized that there's no point in hanging on to it, so it lets go of the gun. It is going to sit there and instead draw out a short sword from behind him in a scabbard, and he's going to make 2 attacks at Royal.
Ooh.
The first one.
Always check for a second weapon.
Is 11 to hit.
Miss.
The second one is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then that is the end of his turn. There are held actions from Vash on this.
I'm going to I'm gonna first take a crack at him with my Yikawa. It's gonna be a 17 to hit.
Okay, that does not hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So as he ducks the Yikawa, I'm going to use a key point to do a flurry of blows as my bonus action.
Okay. So because you held your action, you only get the action.
That's a good. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Okay.
Yep. Then we have Damros had a held action.
I am going to loose a short bow arrow at him from hiding hole.
Okay.
Yeah, nope. Yeah. Turns
All right.
out I splinter an arrow while trying to release it.
And then Varm has a held action.
Would I be able to move and make an attack?
This is only an action, so the only thing you'd have available to you range
Is
weapon.
one thing. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Because your trigger was any sort of aggressive movement, which was just
Right. I don't know. I'm too far away to do anything unless I can move. So.
All right, then we will sit there and move next in the order, which will be Vash.
Okay, I will try to hit him again.
Okay.
That's going to miss because I didn't even beat the 17 that I rolled earlier.
Okay.
So I will use now my key point and bonus action to do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
Try to make 2 unarmed strikes at him. Okay, so that is a 25 and a dirty 20.
Both hit.
Okay. And that is for come on. 14
on the
damage.
dice. Okay.
14 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Collectively?
Yes, between both blows is 14.
Okay, so that will put us at... All right, so those 2 hits look like they actually, did a significant amount of damage. He still looks very, very ready to fight. Next up will be Damros.
Alrighty. Then, seeing as I have friends, I'm going to fly my 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Go right there.
Okay.
Use the short bow again.
All right, roll with advantage because you've got friends in the area.
Actually, I don't have advantage. It just says I don't need advantage for sneak attack. I read it again.
Yes, but you have advantage because you have friendly characters engaged with the enemy.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'll look at... Yeah, roll with advantage for now, and I'll look at it after this.
Okay. Yep. Apparently, I'm forgetting how to use a bow and arrow.
Okay. That would bring us up to Royal as the next to act. Still holding the gun.
I'm
You're
gonna
now the
pistol whip him.
Yeah, you're... Okay. We'll take that as an improvised weapon, which will be 1d plus your
1d
strength
what?
modifier. 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
And 1d4, so it's 2 plus strength is 3. So 5.
Okay. You've got a nice little, because it's a pistol, like a rounded red mark right along the zygomatic process of his skull. After that, we have Varm.
All right. I know I'm going to be stepping in front of Damros's line of sight here, or line of attack, but I'm going to move there and attempt to melee.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit
24 hits.
for 11 bludgeoning.
Wonderful. That brings us to that mark there. Now becomes Bandit Steve's turn. He's going to sit there and finish his way to the wall. He's going to put one forearm up, and then you just hear a trickling sound.
Oh, jeez.
And we're back at the top for the gunslinger, who sits there and seeing that Varm, that Vash is the one who had the deadliest attack against him, is going to send 2 short sword attacks towards you.
Okay.
First one is going to be a 9 to
Miss.
hit. I'm sorry, an 8 to hit.
Still miss.
Then the other one is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
7 piercing damage.
Okay.
That now brings us up to Vash.
Okay, I am going to take another whack at him with my Yikawa.
Okay.
I'm rolling really badly with the Yikawa for some reason, so that's another miss. And I'll do an unarmed strike, no flurry of blows. That's a dirty 20 to hit
Hits.
for 8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Now he's actually starting to look like he's sweating, and you guys, just by pure mob fighting him, he's beginning to look worried. That brings us up to Damros.
All right, let's try this again. That is going to be a total of not hitting.
Okay. Royal.
Okay. I am going to take the pistol, hold it like a pistol with 2 hands, aim it at his knee, and hopefully, since I feel I'll know what I'm doing, and pull the trigger.
So when you roll, add your dex to your d20 roll.
Ooh, good roll. 19.
Because you don't have the gunslinger feat, you need to roll at disadvantage.
I need to roll disadvantage. Okay, I'll
Yes.
roll again. 13.
Okay. So did you add the modifiers to that as well?
Yes.
Okay. You sit there, but mostly because you have no idea how. You had no idea how to anticipate the recoil, and you lift it up before you pull the trigger entirely, and it harmlessly goes above the kneecap, off into the wall.
Okay.
Bless you.
Sorry, was that loud?
Bless you.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Can I say that was a warning shot?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Varm, you're up.
All right, I'm going to attempt to bludgeon him again.
Sweet deal.
Ouch. 14.
14 does not hit.
All right, I'm going to have to expend my action surge here and try that again.
Okay.
Wow, I think that still doesn't hit. 16.
16 doesn't hit either, I'm sorry. But as you see various wounds and bloodiness going around this drow, he ends up casting darkness. So I get to draw a shape. Actually, you know what? There's an easier way to do this. Come on. Why am I having such a hard time putting on auras?
That's a good question.
There we go. So, when you're in this area, darkness completely covers your field of vision. As that happens, Vash, Royal, and Varm take moments to make opportunity attacks at disadvantage because you are blinded.
Okay.
As he spends his move trying to run away.
I missed.
I'm gonna do this, like, trying to pistol whip him again.
Mhm.
Disadvantage.
His AC is 18, just so you guys are aware.
It was a 12.
Okay. Farm.
I rolled a 20, but the other one was only a 16. But that becomes a 22.
All right, so you do get to hit.
Nice.
And that is 9 bludgeoning.
All right. So you did see, like, you did hear it connect, and you heard an oof that didn't sound like any of your friends. And then you hear it start, like, the scurrying steps go again as it runs away. And as, like, eventually the sword or the darkness spell ends, and you see the short sword at its feet. Best you can tell is that you chased away the threat, and Bandit Steve is surprisingly still urinating on the side of that building.
That's some good peeing.
Mm-hmm. As he looks around, I was like, huh? No, where'd that sound come from? Oh, it's you guys. Hey, who are you guys? as he whips around and still peeing as he comes and talks to you.
We are the sword in the darkness.
Oh, that's a great time to be a sword. So what happened here?
Nothing. Go home, you drunk bastard.
Oh, okay. Really, what happened?
You
You
fell
decided to
down?
give us all your money, and then you're gonna.
Okay. As he sits there and reaches for it, for a pouch, and he just kind of throws it. He tried to get it at your feet, but it ends up hitting you in the shin instead, as gold dragons, like strewn about. And he just turns around and keeps on walking. As you guys count it out, it's the same amount as 50 gold pieces for each of you.
I'm
Another
gonna
200.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 325 for
Yep.
party funds.
I'm
and
sorry.
putting it to party
Yeah,
funds.
Royal, if you've got something to say, Bandit Steve can still be there.
say I'm gonna pick up what I can and give it back to him.
No, you said I gotta give you all my money. There you go.
See?
Do
He
you not-
insists. It's rude to refuse a gift.
Hmm.
You don't want to be
Ban-
rude now, do you, Royal?
Is your name Steve?
Well, my first name's Bandit, my last name's Steve.
Mr. Steve.
Yes, that is me. Hey, who unzipped my pants?
If
Roll
you
for
find
catching
yourself,
dick and zipper.
No.
There was a lady
Go
that
ahead,
walked down that
Royal.
alley. She was trying to get fresh with you.
Go ahead, Royal. Help him with that one too. You fucking pansy.
whoa. If you find yourself wanting the gold that you gifted to us in the morning, leave a note at the yawning portal with a cat on it.
Okay. I don't draw cats well. You'll be able to tell.
Probably.
Okay. You have a good night, best friend.
I'm just glad Jay didn't have that bag roll into the urine.
Look, man, I'm a DM, not a dick.
But
Same
Bandit
difference
Steve
sometimes.
was
Now we
drunk.
can't, and now we can't spend the gold because it has urine on it.
Look, this is not Port Nyanzaru.
It just marked his territory.
All right. So as a job well done, as far as you guys can tell, you head back to the yawning portal to Davil, and Davil goes, "Well, didn't expect you guys to come back so quickly."
Yeah,
I punched
we're
somebody
good.
right in the face.
How does a bow and arrow work again?
We can send somebody to teach you.
No, I just need, cliff notes.
Pull back, let go. Don't
Okay.
hold on to the arrow as you let go.
I'll try that next time.
All right. Yeah. So, yes,
Can I add a pistol to my inventory?
you can add a pistol to your inventory.
But no
Okay.
ammo.
So this is also known as a poisonous.
Ooh.
So it's range is 30-90. The damage is 1d10 plus dex.
1d10 plus dex.
A DC 15 saving throw, Constitution.
Okay.
On a failure, it does an additional 2d10 poison damage.
2d10 poison.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And how much ammo do I have?
Considering it was a pistol, I have to look up. I think that's a single shot.
So I might have no ammo.
You might have no ammo. Let me confirm that before you write anything like that down.
I'm just writing a question.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But as you guys complete that mission, not only do you get the 50 gold each for keeping Bandit Steve alive, you also gain 1 renown for Zentarum and achieve the rank of Fang.
Hey, I know what that means.
Yep.
I've got 2 characters that are a Fang with the Zentarum now.
Yeah. Davil then goes, look, we know you're trying to fix up that Troll Skull Manor. Is there any supplies that you kind of need right away? Lumber.
Stuff to make,
Yeah,
stuff
lumber.
to make ale.
Yeah, lumber, furniture.
Uh,
A cleaning crew. Get
Say no
the
more.
place
We
at
got that
least
on.
clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say no more. We'll get that done for you.
And if we come up with anything else and we still have some room on our tab, we'll get back with you.
Sounds good. I feel like this is the start of a great working relationship.
it's definitely not a bad one.
So over the next few days, you see individuals come in, and every day that they come in, they hand you a coin that doesn't have any monetary value, but it does have the Zentarum logo on it, just to let you know who sent them.
Mm.
And they spend time fixing up existing furniture, cleaning the area, getting the dust off. Lif does write on the remaining dust, how am I going to talk to you now?
I get a chalkboard and put it in there.
Great. But at least now you have a very outdated looking, but very, very pristine Troll Skull Tavern. And given the fact that it's 8:03, and I don't really want to, I'll need to sit there and look to see what contractors missions would look like. We went through everything that I planned for Chapter 2 so far. We'll call it for this week, and we'll get back next time on NASA Does Waterdeep Dragon Heist.